Yes, sir. Accra. Hey. Danko Abwa Paunsima enu mima winyina hama mwakwa Abwa Entertainment Review Saturday. Yatna si crazy Abwa J, your darling. And it's 22 days into the month of February 2025. Enchebia Eurade Beba. Enti boni bebrebe na wudi wasasi su ahye no so na ka hu se enchebia Yesu bo. Say by the year 2000, ne we say yo. Yatnas Yatini Entertainment and come on here, they bro. Peace break up in Bev set. Beno num honum say. And come on, yet media, Nebia Kania Sandy as a free gym. And in some day you'll be my area. And I'm sure, sir, we can also call yeah. And we can also near Mata Temu Kokama Anna Sampanatia. Hey, hey. Yeah. FM. Just in case you didn't know this one, Kwame Eugene Odasem. FM. Asema okay, mwedu wa chese ni osude kwadu blue. Hey, moti asa no chese kwadu na mbre no kura no anu moti edi nachi ene ne wa bre dia. I'm preparing kasa. That's it. FM.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned. Best radio.
News, entertainment on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station. Digital and on your smartphone.
The radio is hot.
Watch on the jump on the other fucking entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment. I've been another entertainment review. President Obama for Tennessee. Entertainment review.
Okay, I didn't say nka we dey nka me ahye nkomo na ase but my girlfriend back ono se nka enye se me wade ntema nka nka obepene so na ma ware no unfortunately me ware ntem ti o se o kachi so ye dey na ye adwuma so ha friend Benes o se o hye me ambo nyi ma no ti Akwabua Junior now taking can sabri don't call about Pansima Edunso ni tete be miensa du miensa bi na chese abodu nwotwe anesa mami mo akwa be biom na yen kan gum yen nin common entertainment review enne memenda
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News, entertainment on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station. Digital and on your smartphone.
The radio is hot.
Watch on the jump on the other fucking entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment. I've been another entertainment review. President Obama for Tennessee. Entertainment review.
Let's get it going now. Yanko enemy, your story I did shas here was say Jackpa. GH film players drift to Niger, says Hola Manuvo Jr. Story says, as if the challenges the Ghanaian film industry already has to deal with are not enough, it now has to grapple with the brain drain of its players to Nigeria. Many of our filmmakers and actors are relocating to Nigeria because of a conducive environment to operate and better opportunities. This trend is attributed to the lack of thriving film industry in Ghana, coupled with unfavorable conditions such as high taxes and limited funding. Speaking to Graphic Showbiz from his base in Nigeria, Baden filmmaker Hola Manuvo Jr. highlighted the constrained filmmakers face in Ghana, noting that Nigeria offers an enabling environment for creative professionals to excel. He explained that while Ghana imposes excessive taxes on logistics and faces a shortage of financiers and investors, Nigeria provides abundant support, making it a more appealing destination and a more viable location for film production. Quote, as a young filmmaker striving to establish my career, I found a remarkable opportunity in Nigeria, captivated by the dynamic film industry that offered a wealth of learning experiences and increased opportunities to work on set. Quote continues, says, unlike the limitations I experienced back home in Ghana, Nigeria's vibrant industry provided the resources and mentorship I desperately sought. Coach still continues, says that the Nigerian film industry is bustling with activities bolstered by a robust market and substantial resources. Notably, numerous cinemas provide filmmakers with multiple platforms to showcase their work. And some dosu, but me want to tofa. Ni making kind in Ghana ni abrantie. CCS in Nigeria no akwa kopie. Your friend Hola Manuvo Jr. And on the Graphic Showbiz for twitching common or can say CC Ghana and say senior senior juma no esia no and kɔ n'anim enyaman kɔ yie enti ama omu nyina wo mu de omani e de kyerɛ e wɔ Nigeria na hwɛ senior nyama si gyina ne naso wɔ Nigeria e wɔ eye nyama mpenifo ana ban de atoto akwan me fa ye senior juma no a na wode toto Ghana enko ni yesa ohwe taxes ayede egugu eye womniama womdi eye sini se bi obi kra logistics no de aba ebua ana to obetua no enye eto ketwa eni eye eniama nke betimi kra abo na sini yedwuma no etimi akorenim no omunya saade no Ghana ha se nti omudodo na no sisia Nigeria ene omudi omunkui ewo. I see Ghana for actors no any actress no sisi ade so kretimu oma madwuma yi ebi akwa akodui enko yi so great for microphone me share see few so asemi abrante ken eto saying.
Well, in the first place now, who is the one talking? That is the first question I may be sir. Kwesi okay say o de abrante bi ba and saying I'm say or make a comment be on our public obroni bi okay
obroni
guy obroni bi okatwi bi okay
kwame eboa
ne friend.
I think so. Okay.
Yeah oh yeah claim bi sa oba han say maybe say na just 3 questions and admit say say one can yi and I say onimu challenge ni ye or admit what I'm saying on air. Good. Until many a times no sir obi make these statements are yes pe nia obia enim nani so no ye beka say oh wakasa oh yeah ni okan yeah but ye domo suko ni ye hwe the real challenge na e hono ni ye be hu say o bia ni okan no otiase yi ana say ontiase e hono me free. And you want to be broken and maybe someone say in Ghana, what is the challenge of the film industry here in Ghana? Minim say utimi addressi be a war ne yini mwana because
now then now you want to say story won kan
kwezi
say na wo ye boy telefone no mon tia dia se ba de wa see I say na won kan
say enema na okenkan ye ni nyina no wo hwe the Ghanaian film industry na ne baby I drew and yet because the Nigerians are doing something better but because we are not doing what is right and hoping me person because all kind about Nigeria tax incentives so called film or Nigeria blah 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 but the film industry in Nigeria is not based on what expatriates go and do there and our outsiders go and do there. It is the local industry no and now how are they doing it? And now Ghana and so what are we doing here? Ye local film producers no. And now ya tobaha. Ye down here the salams, the AAs, the miracles, the those who are holding the fort here no ye tobaha. Okay, so me person come away because about sinin komo sinin hon komo so kreti eni we di bebre wa say di bebre wa say me pese be say na no komo no pepepe so enti na make say oh ye ho say asem na da ho no won kan ye which is quite unfortunate because so fast story now which was I mean it's been posted there on our platforms long ago and you cry no there advantage a cheatie for enti na pese obuan komo ne nsem na woka no enti o share a story na and I think on the second paragraph I say many of our filmmakers and actors are relocating to Nigeria because of a conducive environment to operate and better opportunities. So I wanted Ghana,
you
what is the environment here? The environment that nobody is stopping anybody from.
It's not enabling.
Jose,
It is not enabling.
our industry here. How, what when you say it's not enabling? I see an example. Sabrophone. Me person me tia see. Or can say not enabling? How as an actor or what? Actor unya production in here because the producer no interest in bia ultimate tuya okay ye. Producer no because producer ni nyeska.
So, and again, the third paragraph. This trend is attributed to the lack of a thriving film industry in Ghana, coupled with unfavorable conditions such as high taxes and limited funding.
Okay.
Only ni ya adwin was asemi hu.
There be
San officer ete wa ground and tisa senator.
There be the taxes are not the main challenge. No. The main challenge here is the market. Your market no na a collapse. That is the whole thing. So one tia si obeji mechin here. But media me say the market no and a collapse period. Market and your taxes biya ye di atoto ye.
Then na market na collapse. Na market ni collapse wa Nigeria. Womu fi hanum si omu nyina sisi a ometu bata. Omo tena Nigeria no honum se no wa omo bobra no.
Kwesi say sini no. Ucha ubeden wenya usika. The cinema halls no ewe he. Edie ni ma cinema halls no ekoy na cinema halls no wo ho. Se na wo kan san komo we ye dia. Edie na ma cinema halls no.
Nti woni na ya adwen na still because which means that now the environment enye favorable because ko baby no onru ye adwuma. Is it that Nigeria no omo osa nyama we nyina na so
Kwesi onipa no e kan problem aye nyina ye nim. And all attribute to BB. Nia all attribute to no and no na main probe say is it what has brought us on our knees or not? He cited tax. And me say no, tax is not the main challenge. The main challenge is that we don't have a channel of distribution. Our channel of distribution, which I am describing as marketing, has collapsed. And then a collapse. That is what we have to go into.
So he said we don't have a thriving film industry. Channel of distribution, say film industry. So then, are you agreeing? Are you saying says because
you too say the industry is not thriving, but he is attributing it to something. Me pacho to boss you. I don't know egu. Yes, egu ye nyina ti ase egu. But egu no or the she bibi. Ni o de she no na me so me pese me twen adwen bre so say no. Ni a wo de she no enye the main cause. The main cause which we tackle.
They're not the share.
Or he's talking about taxes.
That's not that. So good. You can't say taxes in
But he attributed it to that language, you know. He attributed it to what?
I'm saying that it's just one component of Inyamana Okan. So why are you identifying original taxes so?
Any Mpacho one any day we Mpacho for purpose of discussion.
You have a phone there, Mpacho men yes I need for because say be amena men say that boy.
You bet me am nkomo ya edo kwesi.
The way you keep throwing it at me no, you are not umom na umu nkomo no. But yes na quite is okay be
then he came to funding. He came to funding. Ubisa me. Funding is not our challenge. Funding is not the challenge of this industry. Because one, there are people who are getting funding today, but the problem is that if you are giving them money today, na uko shutu sinina, a burden is kana samba back. Those who have gotten some money in the past, the investors have pulled out because they couldn't get the money back. A didn't no munye sikane back. And yes, omunis can be beshemu, almost can be beshemu, but kakrane ko yane mae. Entino adentina ebemani de foforo asanko shem. That is what we have to look at. And I make us say the channel of distribution, which I will call market for this purpose, has collapsed.
Okay, first you are saying, Arnold Farmer, I didn't want to. Brim na mintio. Abranti has a mayor working.
Yeah.
And come on, the graphic show is for 3 years. Diana bit me the wow.
Me pacho. Poster we efa in industry na enko ye da. No credit da hopa so na ye come. And I don't know. Minim say okay, let me stick to my own way, if anything, opinion. Because I get the impression say you can't move industry one sem na ye negative. It rubs off negatively on stuff. I don't know why. That's anything I mean person me who why until I feel say you are under some level of attack if you can say industry doing this I touch makakana I say you are incriminated. No, it's not about you.
No, but me and Patrick quick one.
It's not about you.
Did I dispute say and touch him? Me say ya nyina enim say touch him. But nia obijina so say we na mana touch him no. No the point I mean
okay.
And I'm reason here.
When reason here, but okay, opinion to me respect no. But the person me tell say usually say can industry one sem na a career seemingly negative. I don't think say you are. Oh yeah,
so don't make it. I'm one person who have touted your friend say the industry has collapsed because and I've even come out to say I'm part of those who collapsed the industry. Okay. So how come say?
Because you know my problem.
So the
first thing he did was to question the personality of the Okawoka Assembly, and I found it problematic.
Okay.
Because boss, gentleman interview no. Wa fair Ghana industry no. Why ye juma happen? And I work on Nigeria as Uncle Juma ho. And ye be son say,
I'm so how notice here.
See how put wakota. And ye be sa say, unya experience of Ghana market and say our Nigerian markets are all thriving. Problem here again. It's no catching based on experience. So me am tell why would I want to question somebody why ye juma or Ghanaian space no Nigerian space and be say oh e ko say ho na e ko say why would I want to question the person?
Unim said last week Nancy e din komo bi. Me nim so who sa story na. I think there was Gardner.
James.
James ne am say hate FM for din komo. Oni omu din komo. Na san komo no oni omu di ye no. Now come about why sisi omu nyina omu ko Nigeria.
Yes.
Any nyama omu ko Nigeria omu nya.
Yes.
We're supposed to discuss that particular but being a say boom.
So you cannot question the credibility and the position of somebody when you have the opportunity to fill both markets. Why would I sit here and say no, you check the all casano? No, to me checking it because I don't know what. But you know what is even serious? Over the years, now actors na komoko, which you know away. Ghanaian actors look no baha and then the blah blah and for a long time actors. But the dangerous bit is now is the filmmakers though. Behind the scenes and nomoko and that's
really.
Yeah, no, gentleman who can only act out.
Hola maneuver no.
No, only actor.
Okay.
Even when you film one, Peter Sedofia. In the same article I will read it.
Yeah.
The same Peter Sedofia, Sana Ghana, yeah, side check.
Yeah,
Keteke. Yeah, all that films. Also, I copy on Nigeria. And ni quotations room.
Yeah.
Sakabia koye maneuver on Kwanga so we couple the so on ye sheda nimono. But a celebrated filmmaker like Peter Sedofia, our projecting movies no over the years. At a point, it was Peter Sedofia or nobody else.
Yeah.
Now, on also copy Nigeria, expressing the same sentiment. Oh, look at Peter Sedofia. What can I say? Let me see. Even start from the top. Where is Peter Sedofia's own? Manuel's sentiments echo those of other industry players, including award-winning filmmaker Peter Sedofia, who in a previous interview with Graphic Showbiz lamented the high cost of production in Ghana. He disclosed that he shot his latest film, One Night Guest, in Nigeria because the budget-friendly nature of film production there, as well as the ease of accessing resources.
But last year, okay, and yeah, PP, what about me? On penny film pitch series, NFA 4 year, discuss here. Yeah, but there was a man from me trusting Wahano.
Boss, Peter, and I can know as MCC. My man, other quote. We had good discounts on equipment in Nigeria. Most of them were less expensive compared to Ghana. So it made economic sense for us. Our tax regime in Ghana is too high compared to Nigeria. It is something I cannot hide. Guess what? I say making a film in Nigeria is less expensive than in Ghana for so many reasons. Okay, you have Peter Sedofia and so. Manu voya oh yeah,
so get one kind story.
What's it mankind?
One kind.
Oh. Well,
Manu voya yes, you question the personality. Also can the same thing. Also lack of finances, Ghana, lack of investment, excessive taxes. Boss, now how many times you can't taxation?
At the presidential pre-series and February,
what are we saying? No, there's more. Also Nigeria, industrial dynamic, which we are all very much aware. There's world of learning. Opportunities no doors over here. Now see a funka kindle or someone who in the films and moving from one cinema to the other.
Yes, you.
One cinema to the other. The same one where I see and question the personality. Or say who you film new year. Your platform be able to me showcase on patrol. How many cinemas in Ghana? But couldn't quite one crown they be a tussle. Now if this gentleman are when you have two experiences we be customer, I say no. Who is the one talking? Why? And let's even assume some man with one year experience. They all can it has been re-echoed by the most experienced pedophile. So why won't we listen to these guys and fix it? Say your industry and you're enabling enough for you to have budding filmmakers. So and I make us first like actors, and we understood. Say a business. Actor yes we not get but your filmmakers now we better now ensure you better production, post-production, they become market. They are moving to Nigeria and they are raising issues as to why they are there. No? You want to be later the discussion. For what reason? For what reason? And if similar sentiments na omoma, similar sentiment. And it is dangerous because now you know what we are doing. The entire industry in Nigeria. First, actors, we felt it was okay because but to have cameramen, directors, script writers, then just screen no more then that's it. So there's something we need to fix. How many times? Even before the election, and NDC manifesto, they talked about the tax incentives. Even NPP also talks about tax incentives. So clearly, a issue we need to address. You need Suffolk can be our same market, and you boni be a market. But boss, how do you arrive at the market? Me patrol. There's a market and meton specialized me boy. Yeah, specialized on how does it get to that market? But you go through production. Yeah. And go through FDA. And go through. So, money anywhere. Then I'm the this is our market one. So, factors in anywhere. There is no market. So, market is the least. At the end, you go through some production in our could do on any also because there's no market needs anything a problem. Man, shake cutie.
Masa, what you asking that? What you asking that? Because okay, the way I see shake you,
yeah, and I always sometimes I want to forcefully insist because when him say one and Namuka say untis in the trasi, untis in the tremontis in the trasi. Because when it comes to production, production is not a challenge today. TSM mekano. When I'm talking about markets and you are telling that the market is the least, market is not the least.
Production, production in the day.
Say, true story. I gather artists, I get the equipment, I could set so I could trust in no, we kita product no.
But enona obi to say Peter said of yakase high budget. Enti ma omoboka omuntimi nyejuma ba see production your problem.
Menua me paucho no kre production and your problem. You can argue, but me catch say production is not a problem. People are shooting here. The Salams and the rest are shooting here.
To say nya can say yemongu.
And na make us say one minute man ye say industry no abadan wa han say man you ye. But me can be I think maybe I don't know if the choice of words I use in my communication or whatever, I don't know. But can semne pa but obi otu nche no ntio na dwen ko bibi kitwa bi so baby and it's still force and no na wo kan. Why is that is not what you are saying?
Okay, me that's secret.
Me that's question pacho my man see pacho quickly. Me pacho me say production is not a problem but market because amount for sini bebre sini fe but or they find we saying you sika ne back.
Okay, me that's it. Yow for microphone na me no kasa. So good. We did a young queen. Yeah, I mean you.
Me did say whatever concerns raise you know. I think say valid based on the experience and baby awujina because we experience Ghana and we experience Nigeria. Definitely, yeah, when your man get be bit me pick up. Maybe say in terms of currency in Impono. O compare Ghana currency to Nigerian currency. Ghana currency no also. O convert to Nigerian currency ma bebre. And also looking at the number of professionals in the Nollywood industry. But almost say also in terms of even labor no. In a way, I believe say working in Nigeria can be cheaper than we use Ghana. It's a very valid reason. And taxes so than a very major conversation, not just even with Sinitra for, but the creative industry as a whole. Comedians akasa, Yumtofa kasa, event organizers akasa.
Microphone number one,
event organizers akasa. I believe that this is the time. I say a share issue no, because with a new government, no, comes a new responsibility. And the fact that I already said, but say reviving industry, no, I say to me looking at all these concerns are active players, no, put here up. Suddenly it may find the lasting solution. Because I believe that every single time you can't want them, but solution na ebe solve I don't know. And open na like is here. And I believe say you do point in time as an industry, the movie industry. Say market no problem or say production no problem or 5-pack Actors Guild NFA or Montanasi. No more find a solution to this problem. Was intimate to us to say. And say ain't be yen trust in be our obi aba ko pay baby trust in bit my benefit no. Into I believe say omombra together and find the solution.
Okay, I mean you.
Okay, in common way no po, and yet too peculiar to the movie side. So one more music video, make I say artist by One Macwellis, HR, on also car equipment for music producers. One of the problems home pa equipment no more high for shooting. It's any board them papa. It means that what the guy is saying, no, there's an iota of truth in it. Because even if, as you said, market a kind of problem, but you agree it's a production account, and production starts with equipment, budgeting for equipment near there. And I think Peter said Ofia, our Casa Assembly say equipment are or be picking, sometimes price or benya wahano. Nigeria no like 1/5 of that price nanka 7 kobe spend wahano. And obviously, if filmmakers can say a dear way is too much for us, and one can just equipment or can financiers and investors, and over the time so we see moving this one. It is one of the big conversations our space. I say you hear financiers, so we have funding, and I say cry who come up far ministry ni money ade. These are things that are part of the problems of your creative storm. They feel like a part of the reasons they are not getting the results or Ghana. And also can say attractive environment for business. And we've seen these actors, especially James Gardner, or see Ghana has a crown. They are not professionals compared to Nigeria. For business, nimpo to grow no. Omunya professionals nipa na oni kasa oni ne business they can just say they think I say acting there they are not even professionals to the sense that they will have to even have a professional dealing with you, and that is one of the problem in the article that we just read. Say attractive environment for business success, and then the discounts on the equipment and some tax on logistics, and one part be a critical. I think say no crampo about the market, the tax at the marketplace. And no your problem, it has become one of the biggest problems, not just for actors, but for comedians, for event organizers. Why finish a production? No, now with your market now can the tax now adapt our market so or boka with the equipment or boka with your friend is saying production also unprofessional people or no more dealing with now or when ya waiting me about career now wako cinema no and also so taxes a good honor, and that is one thing no can. So if you have 10 markets, and I say if you are saying the problem is at the market and the taxes on each 10 markets is too much, still our artists will be. What you are saying? So if all this they are saying say comparatively no, it is better in Nigeria, then it is worth considering.
It's okay. Into your name chat with
Tilly. When it comes to funding, I insist we have funding. But market na make and won't say ene obi twese ni Ghana cinema halls are hin no hansi obetimi yisine no. Intino no matter the taxes they beto so no. Say if we had about 50 cinema halls, tax bejo no na utimi ko all the cinema houses obetimi enye ska kakra. Otemasi. Intino imagine you have about 4 we had only about 4 cinema halls in Ghana. Inti tax no ebe affect you. But senka a dos one you will not feel the tax no because you had more money because you show at more cinema halls. That is where I'm coming from. So if we look at the problem properly and position the problem properly, we can have a better solution. But you too ni cannot try. You be cutting a table. omo nti ade na se ne beba the solution bi beba ye be call round that it will bring us to square one.
Okay.
Yeah, aye.
Okay. Yen fancy here. Say Arnold can send be na biasa send osi kan no men kan sa minim say o kan bibi say secret. Say bia ye kan sini twe ho enkoma. Na akoye say anytime bia no push bia o take no. I say 7 days swao. But I don't think that that's the issue real or the problem. Niamimi who from maybe I meet Niamimi who say it seems to me say Socrates. I say you are the only person who has a solution for the Ghana film industry because bibi can be no and yes but nia wo pe wo kan no na tisa because it's like people are and just like story here kind nia Peter said of your mo kan nyina you are saying there binyasa but the only problem mo one area is marketing.
Yeah, Kwesi.
Okay.
Say ebanesa because one. Kwesi, I know. I insist. Say, I know.
Obi won't be nim. You are the only person who knew.
I beg you, a higher tea. Arnold, untress in that. Menen wabua me da. But untress in that. Wo untress in that. What tons in it before. But untre be that. The challenge I not day to day na being able to baby I drew and I say we wake up every day and we are seeing something. No, your teacher na green say a baby.
Okay,
you being a me must say I can tax her. Fine, tax no ewo. But if we had more
so inti nim die bia but wow yeah okay yam po die but wow uncrofo na so mo kasa no say omo so wow uncrofo na kasa o so omo so mu ni
problem bi petimi aba be to o men
me say wow so uncrofo no na ye de o masem ye hwe omo story no eno so si bue
no eye eden me kan about the bue me say baby omo attribute to problem need to know. If we are finding solutions, that is not.
Yeah, so that is why I'm saying that it is only you who was solution for.
I'm not the only person. I'm the only person you hear. But there are plenty. There are people like me out there who know, and sometimes they even advise me to stop talking.
No, I'm saying that
they advise me because I said yeah.
And story, and I make I say bikra one kind here. Okay, one kind. In fact, one kind. I know the Bomodia can kind, and some of it is a Peter. So I would have hola manuvo now. We see or no or your wire.
Or your wire is based on raw play because you have an actor talking about the challenge of production. What am I saying? An actor may talk about challenge of production. A producer may also talk about a challenge of an actor. They will see it differently. And so make us see who is the one talking. Because if an actor come and he's all the production challenge as someone, it will be different.
I know, yeah.
And at the end, because they all come about Saneda, let us time chance was 60 years ago. Oh, Jai.
Last year.
Oh, Massa forget.
Last year.
Oh, we now child. Oh, Massa. Yeah, can't film our drive the fence. Yeah, come on, what? Then I saw much. I want some computer. Had the BSC in your computer chino 50 years ago a man from what no so kasa see I say 50 years ago now
for your information last 2 weeks.
Oh Master
for your information
there for my information
for your information last 2 weeks
let the people talk come on more
let me see for your information last 2 weeks I was working on the production
go stairs time
and you go stairs Obua
unconditional love
Obua Asem now can you are talking street
computer so
you are talking street me can about real situation
but you know they can no is it that Socrates you've lost touch with
he's lost touch we are talking about
years ago.
Oh, are you arguing? Or
I am arguing. What's me interest? You lost that 60 years ago.
Okay, me 60 years. Who try here?
More platform. No more.
60 years. Who try here?
Computer.
But when the last time I be a call location you trust in Yankasa blockbuster.
Oh, I'm not talking block. What is a blockbuster? A film nobody goes out to shoot a blockbuster. A film becomes a blockbuster after shooting it. You don't go on set and say you are going to shoot a blockbuster.
Me just say we need a blockbuster. That's I don't know.
Dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station. Digital and on your smartphone.
Your radio is hot.
What on the jump on the other fucking entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment. I've been another entertainment review. I'm singing up on the entertainment review. Now I'm on the fans, I'm on the fans.
Akasma Bensiana no me no aboyenko enim entertainment reviews no asio go na bajo so na otwi mu no omampanyi ni cabinet ministers no aba betodwa na ebe betodwa no edi nkomodie etiefo edi aba eno ni nkomo a ye de toa so ewo ye ewie entertainment review so omampanyi cabinet ministers aba me sure say make about cabinet ministers ye bia ye mu bi ho a bisa say na cabinet ministers no mo ye henfo ofa aye Ghana ye constitution America ye di ebu oman no hanum saying article 76 wo hanum saying or say the cabinet na okan ye Honum Article 76 in the city, the Decan said there shall be a cabinet which shall consist of the president, the vice president, and not less than 10 and not more than 19 ministers of state. In Tiaswafo no mampini yom no cabinet no emu dodo no edu edekopem eye dunkuno oma doso a eye dunkuno ne ketu ewom no tse bia mampini fa cabinet na ketwa crowd betimi afa no eye edu na adoswa ye dunkunu tese wontimi nko emro edunkunu. The cabinet shall assist the president in the determination of general policy of the government. Inti cabinet no omo beboa eye omampanyi eba no general policy se oman se na esi bu no naban no nhihye womo eno omo transi na tese womo disa eye nhihye no omo boa no enkomodie ho. There shall be a secretary to the cabinet who shall be appointed by the president. Now, the cabinet shall be summoned by the president who shall preside at all its meetings. And in the absence of the president, the vice president shall preside. The cabinet shall regulate the procedure of its meetings. Inti cabinet no etiefo senior Ghana constitution no echere no. Medikan amamanya ntiese omampanyi cabinet ministers no. Now about Betudra. I think about 19 of them. Na offer tourism. Culture and creative art na. Yanka cabinet ministers no. Amampini cabinet no. Communication ni ba Betudra no. Yanka ho. Aban a efiri so Nana Akufo-Addo na aban na tourism, culture and creative art eka ho na se eba ne se bia ministry bi nka cabinet ho a insuranso ben enewo na se wo cabinet nso a emfaso bi etimi koma ministry na sector no ana deputy minister ma tourism, former deputy minister ma tourism, culture and creative art here ora ma kokrekumanti yeni nkomo ewo sadie hu radie hello good afternoon Mark.
Good afternoon Kofi.
Empomu de boko de
nyakopandom
okay so ewie ye pese asua de kakra na watchi amampanyi naban na amampanyi mahama naban aban cabinet ministers no wo mu de omdin aba to adwa ministries na omtimi make into the cabinet no na ebiasa wo boy kakra makenkan constitution ni mo ba cabinet no ankasa no na wo mo yeden pa bia kakra wonim efa ho.
Okay Kwasimira cabinet here one minister among all the ministers and our ministries one president I selected as cabinet here one on number 5.
Okay.
Close to run the country.
Okay.
It's indirectly baby or qualify for 2 IC, the management of the country.
Okay.
It's one them and first hand information on how the various ministries are faring.
Okay. So yenyi sadi mfi akwan mu. MPP mfi aban mu no. Cabinet ministers no na tourism culture and creative have na kan.
Yes. President Akufo at the time. Now tourism, arts and culture a cabinet ministry.
Minim se wahu Omanpanyin Mahama ne cabinet ministers no wahu there. So ministry na we deputy minister hoy enka ho uhu inu na say na ya oni edikan.
Okay. I think it will be Sunday to one of the platform.
Okay.
And it will only be natural. I'll look out for tourism, arts and culture because I want to see. We share man. I thought we are listening for better. And I'm saying many so now me decide back and when you know and when and we didn't qualify this time. And I say yes. First thing that I look out for as a business student, we look out for the objective first. We are a business student, I will tell you that we won't say what a competitor is doing or you want to do, must identify the objective. A key, we try to make into the minds of the president. Now, we can say, what would prompt him to take out the tourism ministry? Does it mean that priority on tourism, arts and culture, no, I drop it as against President Akufo? Or our different strategy of giving the same ministry attention, unlike President Akufo? Not to say, Ubia in the previous regime, no, the standing ministry and your cabinet, no, President Akufo didn't give them attention. No, he did, but we have a culture of cabinet is cabinet. Coca chair, mammy, and me, I make a honor, catch and direct, and yet it's in the feeling me and say probabilities in the say it was strategy for. But to say that war cabinet are again important and any advantages here, I don't go. The Minyaya, nice at tourism and culture, and that's your cabinet.
Sanya okay na say emfaso wo ho say uka cabinet ministers na o ministry sector ko pie mu wo ye cabinet mu a wo emfaso a obenya wo ho.
Yes, emfaso. It gives a feeling that the topmost man of the land, you the minister, you have his ear. You have the opportunity to also report every week to him. The Komoko cabinet meeting. Baby boom. And a cabinet meeting and muscle. But if you are a boom dear, every week you are likely to meet. If you want same dear, no, everybody is making a presentation. You also make a presentation. It's your TV. The being a person or take a decision essentially that has connection with other ministries. However, my command, no, my command, so you know that the fact that the president has said it will work. Unlike I say, I come for back door, come away, cultural letter. Another advantage in say synergy. All the other ministers, because they make their presentations, they are likely to hear where you can punch in and take advantage of what they are doing. Especially with tourism. But like I've always said, tourism has a lot to do with almost any other facet of the economy. Aviation, aircraft, the tourists will use it. Education, we have Nigerians attending universities in Ghana. They come as educational tourists. Health. People travel to Ghana for health. They come to hospitals. Baby agric. People come here. Forestry, ecotourism. It will be tourism or interest. It's a tourism or cabinet. Then they can hear all the things the other ministries are doing and take advantage of. 2 years ago, Ghana was voted the country by UNESCO, country that has spotlight for books. literary in the whole world. But books is not under Ministry of Tourism. Books in here, literary, is somehow, there's a creative side to it, but it is being directed by the Ministry of Education. UNESCO dealt with the Ministry of Education. But because it is a tourism drive, the whole Ghana who should come here for books in a particular year, the tourism had an interest. And if I tell you how this whole thing happened and how last minute we had to come in because no minister any town and I'm in town, so I didn't have first-hand information. But we the two ministries worked hand in hand and we got the results beautifully for Ghana. It is for tourism. I think that even a president to get into me, because it is not a product and it's an environment. Now it should be default. Every ministry there, every president there must see tourism as, because it is riding on almost every ministry. It must be there to hear from all the other ministers so that they can work together.
Ghana mrapon kase no constitution no say aban bia mra no ma ho kwan say cabinet no obetimi afa ministers na fi edu adoso aye edu nkuno untimi nko emro edu nkuno ohwa mampani ni cabinet of 19, which means that nya constitution no ma no kwan no wapem ontimi nko mro. Now yendi nkomo kakra na memusa say o share a listener, Minister for Finance, Minister for the Interior, Minister for Health, Minister for Defense, Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Minister for Education, from Benjamin. Minister for Energy and Green Transition, Minister for Food and Agriculture, Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations, Minister for Roads and Highways, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources, Minister for Labor, Jobs and Employment, Minister for Transport, Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Wunya ya enkade na office nke yin fi mini amfa ministry financial.
Can say indi president. Sir, also can say maybe can say we need president to announce here. It's easy to see what you like. Okay.
Yeah.
We need president. It's like you see, we are Mr. But as you mentioned the name, it is true, it's tough. It is tough. I see that almost of you will be equally important. But you know, there's something that I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
As a country, you need education.
Mm-hmm.
CSHS, we will see the results. Say, Ghanaian home fashion, after 5-10 years. ABR, green or environment, to see the whole world, we are fighting global warming. It has become the biggest topic, especially most of this COP conversation is on global warming. It is a very important part. You see that all these areas don't bring cash, direct cash in Sika.
Mm-hmm.
This ministry, Tourism, Arts and Culture, it is a money-making ministry. It is a business ministry. It is council has solved problems. What you say, country economy problems are coming in. You can't be discussing. You can't change one year. Yeah, you have to yes can you die. So if we have a ministry that vomits money, a ministry and a discover. There are some of the ministries that we build them to keep the country going. But you also saw business is quite also. You indeed a business ministry. When the people who travel and come to Ghana, they come. The businessmen make their money. Right from hotel to food to transport. To almost every facet of the economy, they are being a country from the traveler. Just like when you also travel to US, how you spend. It's a kind of one. We should throw a different spotlight on this ministry. Because Sika direct. Okay, simple example. If Dubai is able to live on tourism, Qatar is pushing to live on tourism. Saudi Arabia, you can Google and check how much the Saudi Arabia wants to spend. Let me find out for you. And at the moment, Saudi Arabia is living on religious tourism. And my friend, Hajj. Saudi Arabia is living on Hajj as their tourism than religious tourism. You see, I want to just tell you what the plan Saudi Arabia has. These are rich countries. These are rich countries are seeing this as opportunity. How come you are low-hanging fruit? Ecotourism, you have the greens, you have the sea, you have waterfalls, rocks, all of that. We are still not seeing it as a low-hanging fruit for the country. A rich countries, more as a countries that are seeing tourism. I think at the moment, like Japan, they're number one. Spain are number 2, and the US, that's clear or something. All of them, over that 1, 2 years, they are rich countries. So, I'm not the one who speaks for the president, but I think not just President Mahama, but President Diaby, we should be able to get them to understand. Okay, I have this information here. Saudi Arabia wants to make this investment. Add another 150,000 to 200,000 hotel rooms within the next 2 years, according to the Princess Haifa MR South. Saudi Arabia's vice president for tourism. The kingdom is also targeting raising tourism revenues to 85 billion this year, from around 55 billion in 2023. I hear a question. I need to
Yeah, 3.
The 3 billion. Okay. And tourism, this is what Saudi Arabia is targeting. 68, this is 65, 85. Revenue, they want to 85 billion this year from around 66. So they want to move from 66 billion. That's how much Saudi Arabia makes from tourism. So it means that if Ghana decides that we want to zoom into tourism and we do our things well, tourism, arts, and culture medicine alone could make us good. And this is a low-hanging fruit. Even you have returned, you can't even hear beyond the return. Look at the results. Look at the results.
Okay,
if
so
you make a say beer or different strategy, or the best handle, he doesn't need to have it in cabinet to be able to do what he wants.
Okay. So, you cry, no mean so. Since you are any cabinet, then if you say yes, ever have tourism, culture and creative art in one.
Some person name strategy or war. And Hannah said, I can give the date because you imagine. If you are not or special, you obey them with them constantly. But do a cabinet or advantage than be a unit.
Okay.
Because this is a quick one. The amount that Saudi Arabia is going to invest to be able to hit what they want to hit a year, this amount. The government plans to spend some 800 billion on tourism over the next decade, as it prepares Saudi Arabia for a post-oil future. So it is preparing Saudi Arabia for post-oil future. All these oil countries, Qatar, even as we said, post-oil, tourism is a low-hanging fruit. I'm giving this information so that one any kind of information and then when I look it down on this ministry, we'll see that and your light ministries are Ghana and Yaman look it.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Midas Mark, I mean shop. Former Deputy Minister Michael Krikumante, that's tourism, culture and creative art. Now, my member studio say na yen twan come on so Tilly. My mentio yes Ministry of Tourism, culture and creative art and cabinet no.
Yes, so far I think say okay, initially I'm person who say previous governments or previous governors, that is the Akufo-Addo government now you will cabinet, and we were 2017. The next one we were in, and we saw what tourism, how it me more than I was hoping saying Kasebi you make it the list, but I think per conversation only deputy minister have I think that is where I will also put my case. As it stands now, who a memo without tourism being in cabinet ayeka senti oebia because ye cabinet intino enyewa bia to see ebia na the president has a plan or also what to structure woman sebe they couldn't make the 19 cut to actually make sure said the ministry is still standing and things are moving on. And I wanted to ask, say, if you are not in cabinet and that's a fan, say a conversation comes, that's a paternity or sector now. Are they not able to invite you to have the conversation with the president? Because now interview no ka say ko kama asem mame ene me ame kama asem difference wom. So I wanted to know say does the constitution not allow say be uni cabinet as nkomo bi about tourism the minister will be ignored and not called to come and make on one case simply because only cabinet. That is one thing I wanted to know as well. But I think that it's too early to make a judgment say ebia tourism ye cabinet be affected this way or that way. We have seen how your cabinet mun but as in ye cabinet we haven't seen the it just started with the Mahama government. So I want to see how the tourism sector will look like. And sana ebia I can make an informed conversation. Say ebia ye need cabinet munti asa ya asem no enkodu papa nanim, because we all know say if the president has your sector at heart, then it trickles down to you and even the policies that finally affects you and your people. And to clearly I would want to share how the tourism sector will look without us being in cabinet after you who said when we're in cabinet. So I think that this is where I will position my conversation for now.
Okay, Midasi. Because I mean yes cabinet and common.
Okay, kwasi no crab akwa say. As I say, ye na ye wo studio ha ne Ghana ne bia ti asese. Every ministry bia a president appointing minister and I say you appointing heads for bia no. Ade a ehu hia no. Very important. Emma. Minya sure say president will say baka say tourism a low hanging fruit. Enti on the concentration. And then no president in rightful frame of mind will ever sit down and imagine, think, say, tourism sector of a country doesn't deserve maybe a cabinet appoint a consideration. But I see, say, in the midst of circumstance, the president, as we speak now, find himself entangled with a number of issues, things. What I say, me sure say, and no man be a papa no when she are, no, Emma, and no maybe a whole person you know to me. For example, so also check gender ministry. Someone was a gender or our cabinet, so. Me sure say the reason why a tourism sector a cabinet consideration because of Mr. President person of fulfilling a 30% mandate in terms of our administration. May very sure and say the two tables say then consideration is and the
gender children social protection ministry omuntina tourism position wa hono
because management the pass one of the reasons management the pass many or executive many but so check permutations now and you said the Washington cabinet positions now rightfully to say a person of fulfills her mandate of a 30% inclusions of women and Sanamano details to it. Possibly why a tourism and to mania cabinet pick in terms of a, but it doesn't also mean say the tourism and then akomaso. And I know for sure, and during the campaign or he traveled yes, we talk anyway in America. During the last campaign, President John Mahama really traveled or to conquer Ghana from the 3 northern regions. He was there. And on one case, who the potentials are Ghana war in terms of tourism. He saw it. And even now, for the last 4 years, one ministry are making the loudest in terms of noise. The kind of attention, Ghana out to global stage. Ama Ghana the kind of recognition that it deserve padia. Question tourism. Especially with December in Ghana. Ababaye tia yenya big personalities aba Ghana. Ama Ghana din edama aposo because of tourism. Enti ye ina ne nim say ye hwesen ka tourism there. Uhwe adwuma MPP aban here for the last 4 years. Any year request adwuma. Any ministers abaye omu in adwuma mo aye regarding with tourism. Adwuma na kwanim say MPP NDC aban so be ka obetumi enya ama tourism not that kind of attention no, especially with the cabinet consideration na etumi pushing ama etumi enya in love. But yenya until the question is what next? Because what next ne say ahoden bia sika bia ministry ni hia ene ne creative art ni hia se yenya tourism a cabinet pick no, but support bi esi hia no as I say your president otumi oma yensaka na etumi pushi ma tourism no, okay, etumi nya ne ntoma pafra, and I think that speaks for itself. Okay, me da say yaw intio e won komo.
Well, to me, I feel sad say as an industry, your ministry ain't me in cabinet, but withstanding that, and also on chair say other ministries now almost so many important, and our ministries near more important than also the tourism ministry. But I believe, say, looking at the current dispensation, say in case me share I feel say the main concentration building back the economy, because checky statements normal system nima. I think one prominent one economy na normal gen send sana far west than normal expect here. I believe say so check the ministries are most of them deal with business from agric to trade to the finance and to check building block to building the economy and putting it in the right place. Also adebakwa Ghana for a complaint so house and transportation is man and even gender, because they are still in kola omu and I'm very fit term no child labor and gender equality in order. So I believe say I don't know man penny focus on this particular moment in time, and yes we neglect tourism, but the fact is to get the economy back on track here the key stakeholders now bit me use no it's very difficult say you even room hano difficult see bit me aka say na so you away from not the tourism shim, because all have equally important roles to play, which is great. But I'm hoping say with we not being part of the cabinet no, I'm hoping say minister no now are being or more cabinet name, especially trade ministry, because at the end of the day tourism trade in TSO to make train who bang ministers no more cabinet in case some cabinet meetings issues there are come no on bet me account because the advantage of being in the cabinet near who face issue bo industry you can bet me catch the president directly in the cabinet meeting but because you any TSO to make bang especially the trade ministry need to streamline sana opportunities be a nanka your cabinet ministry cabinet ne so anka benya no still you bet me access na build your industry no.
But I say so great. Mint you cabinet and common. Adwenche.
Kwesi?
Yes sir.
Previous government who say tourism, arts and culture ehiano eno the two cabinet and in commodity bebree koso cabinet be a take official decisions and cabinet meetings no what the bindings when it comes to governance and decision be a bit take will be no when the bindings into a whole faso. But in the wisdom of this president or on a strategy into media enyonam I am okay if our ministry is not there. Yenhwe sene obekono onu nim strategy or use so long as onu nim ni aoye enti yaman your friend say chance no onye enti media I'm okay with it. Information kakra minya chere say when it comes to cabinets, some ministers do go in attendance. Even party secretaries, party chairman in Nemakrampo no. Omutime Kobi. Oh yeah, obetimi akọ. Yeah.
No, it's because not only deputy minister, can deputy.
But your official omo asem on record because you are a cabinet member no. Wasem technically no. If you are in attendance, you can only advise. I say a committee bina you are in attendance, you can advise. But yeah, two abandoning your own count. I'm okay with it. Okay. I applaud the president for taking our ministry out.
Medasi.
Ezu.
Another one you. Well, so I applaud the president for what kind of nonsense is that? What kind of nonsense? What is this? I applaud the president for taking our ministry out.
Because for once, now I thought say he has switched camp.
We are Ghanaians. Be a president here, no, I see a bonus.
Yeah.
Well, for advocates for the arts, no tourism, no there. It may look say unfortunate kakra. Especially when you consider the fact say
so applaud those who say unfortunate.
Oh, so no there. Sarcasm.
Oh, why? Don't say sarcasm. Are you telling me say president don't know what he's doing?
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows. But me who stands as sarcasm.
That is what's your opinion.
Exactly. Seminar make come as
now about my president ministry fi my obo nse man say why there.
Me finding it quite unfortunate, especially when you consider the fact say previous governments at the tourism ministry Eshemo minister Eshemo as a cabinet minister. The first term of Nana Akufo-Addo presidency na Katrafiku ewum. The second term is na Awa Mohammed and so ewum. So quite unfortunate. Now I take consolation of the fact say cabinet almost functions the demo pan primarily, and I say a predominant woman the fact say decisions are taken, and I said discussions we have in line with directing government policy is in line with national issues. So okay acts and now person I say there are three main functions of cabinet ministers. Number one, directing government policy and making decisions about national issues. So regardless of who a woman, the priority hinged on directing government policy on national issues. Number two, spending a lot of time discussing current national problems and how these can be solved. And then number three, presenting bills, proposed laws from their government department. So number three, actually encompasses anything relating to sector but the major factor one, say the more discussing a hover on national issues. So it doesn't really matter who and who is there. Once the purpose no be in your benefits there.
Yeah.
Say yes so musa. And as for kindness, no, I mean President Mahama so no only for somebody who experienced that in terms of what baby pain and our samba no exactly what he's doing. They did hobby no so no ball less no. Ball less no na obia ye janenaso. Almost no in terms of personality, any ministry I'm representing no obia janenaso some way somehow. Because you be from but you can also not take away the fact that tourism as Honorable Mark can say in that meeting, or a recognized member in that meeting, na oben president na eboasin dia which say obetwea ansan bia we should be abansan na represent our platform ansan na discuss it. So we jam president in Kenya, and then we are close to cabinet secretary. Now between our table issues be within that platform eboasin dia which. And yes say can keke. The first two Nana Akufo-Addo administration who say tourism minister and part of cabinet. Who they say said tourism no echo nim, and that nobody can deny that fact. Say tourism no industry no under Nana Akufo-Addo no enya bountiful effect, and even no more NDC mo can attest to that fact every day. And anybody can argue say the proximity of your minister no to the president within that space no. But then the evidence is there to show. The only argument is okay, maybe a corner sanas when in a corner, sir. The BN say would watch and see how it pans out because early days yet.
Okay.
But to me, let's give it time and see how it goes.
May that say, I'm saying idea no so see Sabre no me no pay mu pepepe. Yeah, that's good. So you didn't come on art and entertainment and come on entertainment review no.
Ewan Stevenson from Augustown, and of course, one George Nooks with all power. All the way from Ghana is your Kuchoko Roots Master, Black Rasta. Many more artists passing through non-stop. Saturday, 8th March 2025. Venue, La Pleasure Beach, Accra. Time, 12 noon till you drop. Rate 50 Ghana cedis only. And as usual, there will be free cocoa, kulkuli, kose, and masa to break your fast and to put you in the spiritual mood. For more information, you contact 0244 499 461. Powered by Black and Tough and supported by National Youth Authority. Media partners: Peace FM, Needs FM, OK FM, UTV.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite
Wake
station.
up with your favorite station.
Live, digital, and on your smartphone. Your radio is hot.
What on the jump on the other fucking entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment. I've been another entertainment review. I'm sitting up on the front and I see entertainment review. Now I'm on the fans, I'm on the fans, I'm on the fans.
Akasama be dio no mienu na no me sabo entertainment reviews no aso go fans ne hu hia yanko anim ne ntoaso na yenye nkomo a yedi pia dwumedie na akọ nim na otwi mu yensa kakrata bi krata na fi gospel nyumtuni honom saying Esther Smith na krata no ensem a person ka kire amansan tie4 was say OFM Computer World ACC aye celebrities Esther Smith and was say wapan hontuma fraudulent music industry practices na no otini say anache say I am hihie because obi ebu anyumtufo bukata asisi omwa na ye nkomo asisi edi kwan ba nso no ode anyumtufo efa so a ese ye nyina ye hu kasama forma gospel nyumtuni Esther Smith ora Festus Frimpong JB dodo na ani my friend no Ziga yanko amano so krata yi ensem a wa mu kan anyomtufo ehu hia se etie sen na ensem no tie pa Ziga da se mu akwa baba entertainment reviews o
that question.
okay so mo krata yi mo kan se jumeko bi e fe no OFM Computer World ya mo se wo mu ACC aya celebrities yi ya pese ye hu ensem no mu ye pa se wo bon sem no tofa na wo kirechi mu a asem no ene sem pa de important pa na se adwumeko yi wo mo ye wo mo hye hefa na Ghana fo ye ntimi hu na ne kwan be de ombe fa so na de oma fa so asem no ne sei
aga go si ma me che atiefo ni na o ma me san ka se Esther Smith o chiamo na no ho so ye me no ka se wo de jono ho na me adomara kwa enche is working on another banger after nyame bambo na buy ya na fusu mu and no de be program of radio and you cook ma so ko ye bi wo ha
okay Ziga na wa ma one no so kakra ma me
chini trade e ko support no enche o sade another ho amoya she focus ya ko we nye bibia me charity awa ene say Esther Smith pay online presence, you understand, social media presence, and we entered into a contract with this Mr. Jeremiah Debrich OFM on the head and yard. So the idea is a YouTube channel. The distribute the music, you know, at the music stores. The toss be the obe creative website Edama Esther Smith na ojedi mituma. Enti the what kind contract na papa na ne sign no honestly speaking na kwesi. This is the my medical case as a musician. Ya kaso be a gospel musician. You see, I've done check the dorsal. And so be an idiot. I was obey a D, Obi as and some car, Obi Irisa, Obi the known for. David no a prophet. None of the no Smith. What taking a mere woman now, where your friend say, or two gospel, which is trumpeting the gospel of our Lord Jesus.
Okay, in Pacho baby, and yeah, no, Ziga, Ziga, hello, Ziga.
Yeah,
and come on, doors into when you have to camera, may I know it me. Contract, no, it was from Afibeng to Afibeng.
Yes, the contract was supposed to be 2 years, 2020 to 2022, but you
2020 to 2022.
Yes, it was 2 years. 2 years.
Okay.
And one can say renew.
And you renew a see and no renew and I say planet here.
There be the contract for 2 years. And so what happened is okay, one of the appendix of the contract was say Smith 60%, no 40%. Now, 40% now. Upon any termination, the Smith Rebecca say on pay on to someone also back us on to then the contract they will enjoy their full length 2 years no to the baby piano still they will get their 40% now to the 2 years abba. They make an automatic.
Okay, so so for Sab no contract now almost signing you know. Diana OFM computer world no so mo Esther Smith Dian potin pa na so mo etie for
yeah and a medical catch was there as a some creative website at the master as I say almost distribute Esther Smith music at the music stores as I say a lot of ways to promote Esther Smith.
Okay.
Social media.
Okay. And Esther Smith no so no DNS say oye ma OFM computer no DNS say oye mom.
Yes sir, we Esther Smith a musician.
Okay.
And he don't want start contract. So he is the brand Esther Smith. It's on na start contract to the baba mo no.
Okay.
The OFM for no attitude 40%.
Okay. Okay. Enti me fan say wo mo ton abua ton aye nwumtuni no eni ebia ni product no emfaso bia beba no wo mo chemu a oha mu nchichemu eduosia no koma nwumtuni Esther Smith ena oha nchichemu eduanan enso koma eye OFM computer world no.
Exactly.
Okay. Enti dian pa ni akwakoye se bia asema sisia no ye di hu komo no no ntimatro krata mo kan about exploitation ni OFM fo bia wo mu sisi celebrities ni anwomtofo yi no dia no mo ye ya no akwakọ ye sisi no.
Okay, jomo ye ni say ye contract no running for 18 months.
Okay,
running for 18 months. The YouTube channel Esther Smith YouTube channel was not even my subscriber was not even up to 1K, but don't shut the
up to 1K near the 1,000. 1,000.
It was not even up to 1,000. That is
okay.
one.
Okay.
Yes, to should be almost distribute to Esther Smith music, you know, and for a fraudulent music stores. You get me? Where we are not getting anything for 18 months, Esther Smith did not get anything, and was also using the supposed website and co-creative my Esther Smith was promoting an artist to be a kind of connect and Esther Smith. They were using the Esther Smith website also, big man was promoting different artists. These are some of the reasons why now you feel contract.
Okay. Now, sir, 18 months no. Sikado do say na buy dwumedie no mudi Sikado do say na buy.
Esther Smith tell me be free.
Enti 60% ni 40% no bien je say o man jimi anton e bia enwum bia mo anya sika bia mfim
Bibiama asa me no ka say kware Esther Smith bia lock our business distribution platform so ama yɛntimi yɛ yi a wo calculate a ɛyɛ sika bebree ebi ama
who can be about say fraudulent music store cheche honum yie kakra ne anti ase
awasi ɛdeɛ na bɛba sɛ ɛna wo bɛ distribute me nyom akɔ baby na music no bɛsi nɛ yɛ no ɔmo di sawo so a wokwa ne so ɔmo so yɛ nya akwasi aboagye na mu ɛsi yɛ ne yɛ the right owner ɔmo yɛ password yɛ no ɔmo di sawo so afɛ do ɔmo so you don't deal with account way what the account number as we deal with Ghanaian account change Europe with the Europe with their provider we don't deal with African a Cameroonian artist they have done the same thing to the guy and the guy was a artist who was also complaining the same and there's a man a Ghanaian artist me office but yeah mention it is the amount the same problems are Esther Smith facing. The same problem now all the artists faces here.
And so-called fraudulent music store, no. If I'm saying,
any music diffusion.
Okay. Jinaso kakrama mina mini Ora Jeremiah, Debrich of OFM Computer World. Minji omonso wamodie. Na mesamba enti nyabotre kakra ema me wo honum sei already breach otemenka okay all right so krata ya ba beto dwa about a few gospel nyumtini Esther Smith ye ne kasama for wa chirechire mu omasem enyina ne say yes Esther Smith ni OFM Computer World sign contract 2020 for 2 years about 2022 subject to meeting us and renew contract no Asia. Now when we juma 18 months nyama bebre horma na bia OFM Computer World sese mo yema mo say mo be create websites na de beton gospel nyumtini YouTube channel ni ne kaka ho e bit say bia mo bua na ya ton no na ne din ahyeta ni ne kaka ho nyama sese mo ye no na nka bia sika kura bebe mu no na motimi a che no nyumtuni ni nya 60% na musu nya 40% ankwa ankoba ne sa nyumtuni enya hwe ma den sembe bre ni ade aba wa kirekire mu ma yentie wu munkyire mu pa ne sen e wa asemu yi ni omuken
sika okaso omo nya wi omo boa omo nya before omo frame so omo nya $25,000 ewo music diffusion wa mi mkoko yi ma mi nipa mi no omo contact Reverend Alberta from Italy. So America. They also contact for the one. So on me mabeka. So me ko isika ne mom. This okasa mo nyesika. Esther ankasa nchire. Guy no okasa Esther. Onim story ni yi. Ono ase afi no be fast story no okambi. Onim yi. On Esther kan no kure bi nchire. Man no okasa no. Omo nyesika no nkasa me ko yi mom. But who say when you are dealing with internet now, Ghana no your problem I go say the Europeans no me accept the African part of the world and yi. The paper across and was you need to use an IP address from Europe. So that in implement they were operating because they are using IP address from Ghana.
But hello, Nyabutre. Now, Debrich, Nyabutre, native for intimate in 7 CE.
Location in digital.
Hello. Debrich.
Hello.
Empacho nyabutre ne tie nsem na me busa no why?
Bacho you. So can
nyabutre ne tie me ba be busa wasem pacho enye sa tie fontimi tie asem na say boss. Okay. O say 20 Esther Smith enya $25,000. Ejuma mo ye man no.
Yeah. Answer ono na be kan tell me. Omo na be kan and have evidence.
So $25,000 no efi there ben channel
music diffusion omunya baby almost say fraudulent website that your fraud and also your scam that the same website and omunya says can free
okay
and omuntimi
25
omuntimi you be contacting say me ko yimo ask the obeto be some no correct
and you uko yi scan ma omo
me can say me ntimi ko yi because I'm not breach contract number 1. And I can't work for them unless they pay my money.
Into $25,000 na went for.
And yeah, woman change direct Director, one more thing.
Why?
Auditors have to come and check it.
Debridge. Hello.
Hello.
Mpacho radio soon come on here dino wadaw ma why mpacho etiefo so mutimi tinsem na se nti nyabutre na follow me lead kakra me bisa no mpacho why mpacho bebre why aha enya san come on be hu na etiefo ntimi nti ase why aha mpacho sa $25,000 no fa music store be na tu asa $25,000 no
Sikano account no music diffusion but music diffusion am say
okay so ba na saying na Esther Smith nyum copy music division ho no
be sign contract of OFM computer into yen I through Quinlet na dey Esther Smith buy into ordinary buy no any sign agreement no it came so say upload ni nyuma what we are seeing now boss as so anyone to say the good storm because only digital platform here in the good man
why in Quinlet
Quinlet gospel musician honest recent singer-ton Hamburg Germany and
you no introduce you Esther Smith now.
Yeah, or they are very close friends. Some your friends. So people guys who know me and before I'm meeting.
Okay, all right. Now, so why music diffusion? You know, music diffusion.
Yeah.
Okay, why a day a year and you made come out?
OFM computer company. Some uploading no.
Mona mo upload Esther Smith in your music diffusion one.
Exactly.
Okay. So arrangement on the net is saying Sanchi share not to say money music diffusion and she share no at saying.
So this is the question now. So this is the question also they should have asked. They didn't ask. They came and collected the password, username, and they went and they changed it.
And Pacho, you accept no nya for just.
Yeah. But what does it? They changed the password. Esther Smith and team could change the password and
hello. Deborah. No, Pacho. Me say ba ne say na enwom no copy music diffusion, Pacho.
Oh, sir, na maka tell say OFM computer word na dey go to. And maka wana tell partner bi.
Mon share no net saying, and she share with music.
Say me the password man me nka so consistent.
Baby, me say woni music diffusion. Una wo de nwom ne call ho. Na woni music diffusion she share no net saying. Send it here.
Eno na me tell na person obetie ne yi no. With the agreement, there's not the IP address of Ghana cannot go and access the place without my consent.
So, niya me pese mi ho.
Niya to change the password and change the username without my consent.
And Pacho, Deborah, niya me pese mi ho ni say, una ode nyom, ode gospel Esther Smith nyom, e di akwa music diffusion for. Me just say, oni omo call you no arrangement it is saying, is it the case okay? Omo ton enyom na anai bi afa me fan say amanfo stream ya sika na ebeba no e ko hifa send it here.
Esther Smith in the only paper address in the room, paper and the details in the inside.
PayPal.
Yeah, Esther, a paper and the details in the room. And I control BBR now, so I don't have access to the account anymore like before.
And you wait me you say $25,000 nina.
I know the impact of this will be sound. You know anything about that. So let me you, so let me here. Only them can answer this question.
Okay. Empacho, hello, Ziga. Empacho, we'll see you no be hard drink a cramp, Pacho. Sir, $25,000 next I spent in and it was from period being from because most sign a contract and say anyway, see ama yenyanti from 2020. Osimu yejuman for 18 months. Inti 25,000 was from what time to what time?
But what do you mean now?
Yeah, una mi bizarre.
Me now bizarre. I don't have the details there. That's why we need all the tests to go inside. I don't have that details, Pacho.
But so now the
but almost some details how I can access the platform. Almost the same password. I repeated it several times. Almost the same password. They have changed it. Which is BB on my ATM company. On my ATM.
Time ban on time
to the platform.
Time ban on platform. On password. No.
Oh, it has after some breaching contract. Now, say me farm no me chase kebia mama. So when I give them the password, the email address, YouTube password, YouTube email address, and I'm keep to domain. Say in case me chase can the rest not a home. Oh man, no cause the password start submitting in team because the password. That was chrono, and it must come and start.
Time bang and me perceive me the date now. Password no could do almost same date ben.
Oh, I want document. This is a document. I want to terminate only as one person message and they wrote the document. I'm sure I don't have that date. They wrote that document.
So for 2 years, 2020 to 2022, and I'm signing for 18 months. Was it?
Yeah, I'm signing for 18 months. Yeah, I'm signing document for 18 months.
Me just say for 2 years, and I'm juma or say contract no, mo for 18 months, and I'm
It's never true. I don't approve that statement. And the guy talking, he don't know the whole story.
And 18 into muye juma for what period no tintin ben say na muye juma
5 years. The contract is 5 years now. July 5 years. My argument is based on the 5 years. No, and yet as I'm not can put. Most European Europe so
most hello man.
Hello, I'm listening to you.
Hello Zigaja no bensa most signing contract no almost say from 2020 to 2022. We say for 5 years.
Mama, director, Mama, a copy of the document. I've given you the agreement document.
Hello, Empacho. We say almost signing agreement for 2020 to 2022.
Mm-hmm.
We say most signing for 5 years. Until time being from every bank or payment every bank I'm signing contract.
You're signing the agreement on Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. And you're signing an agreement. And the agreement is still working as we are talking.
And it's supposed to end what date?
Oh, it's pending. The agreement is still working. So
it is supposed to end what date? And then I'm paying I say
based on the agreement, it was 2 years. 2 years have to be renewed. So if one man automatically to renew.
What's the one bed there?
One man may cancel now. One man may automatically renew.
Okay, and sign a contract and it says okay 2 years now.
So if you read it very well, that's how the contract goes.
Okay.
And this contract comes only 2 years before the professors. Asafaje is a professor. Albert is one home now school. They are university graduates. They took 2 years to read this contract before they start sign it. So, and the court, if you go to court, your ignorance about the law is not an excuse. And it's okay. Who can follow and rather than mistaken out because different story. It's not an excuse. You can't use an excuse over here. And 2 years to sign this contract. So if they are talking today, as you said, it's funny.
And
professors.
And almost breachy contract, no?
Yes, that's the number one. They have breached the contract.
Okay. Smith, and to a breachy contract, no?
Oh, set time now. Time of 2 years now. So no more vacancies.
Okay. Now, me who document be can be about 2,000 euros and say change be a can honum saying. Dear na bet me I can't fast as no say mo conscious be no am so metrics ke be amount.
Many didn't come because now I have to take 10,000 euros. And normally didn't come say okay until me consider I'm saying I'm so much no be we should help the assessment ministry to grow. Because I also did a ministry, so we wanted to help. But so agreement, later I can say buy agreement me man sign. It was not a proper agreement. Buy into me man sign. And we just two until later I'm the call as I'm the court.
What would you court?
Yeah, because no director, no person Esther person be producing in trust agreement in actually by and Esther. It do baby in a work and cause me producing in you. And I'm saying I can't produce your song because I wanted to take care of the digital section or the online section for the meantime because of the past history of some people. And yes, and it's the end of fan copy a him buy. Send and copy a him produce. And you know why we take care of the management. And to other buy and copy a him on the cultural salad. Everybody said, okay, they have to pay me for my work before they go. And that is the reason of writing that letter because someone person and copy anybody and John Asama me can no. And on who say no, produce as na obenya ho program. And go pay the baby tonight and I can as a fagye now. Yes, and company be say no the young production. No.
Okay, so 10,000 euros na mudi hon komo no. Na wo muntua for dentia.
Oh no, more per se. Omutia says can for ejuma amaye. And remember, I'm not and the contract is almost breaching contract and the contract so you cancel you agreement and cancel contract so it was still working.
Ejuma ben say because ejuma ben say na ye esan say ne kasa man for say nyabotre ne kasa man for say website kra no ubeye website we ye o direct e de Queen Leti gospel nyumtinyo boss hello boss hello boss moya sa meyi mafisu na yi asem na akwa to baby because moya sa mo adwuma no aye honhona yi
bi so o kan asem to so me yiwa no what do you say
me bisa asem mo ma me bisa asem no kra no asoma no obo esa wo mbo etie from pacho why or come about YouTube. Say we grow even YouTube subscription. We started contracting 1,000 people per and omutimi baso. And to omo hese ni ana edwuma no ekono a wo kase wa ye edwuma omo so wan ye edwuma bia enunti
it's never true.
Enti there na wo kan actually because kan is never true or say 1,000 te bia na wa kire there be o mebeje na okuta 1,000 metime nya to 5 million enti wo kase oboa it's never true na no kan hwe mpacho
maminka masemwa Esther eba no ni YouTube platform only digital platform there Esther only she was I resurrected the whole issue. Esther wasn't having YouTube, was not having any email address, was not having any musical platform, was not having a website, was totally out of the system. So what we are checking here, and as here come online branding and Esther, online branding. Esther was already having offline branding, local base and Ghanaians abroad. But what we gave to Esther was online branding. It's not only YouTube. It's creating YouTube, you know, right from beginning. It's creating, you know, we uploaded a lot of videos. Cover BBA. And every baby, you know, then a question. And a question of Munyas and Yamakoye. And I'm never self because we have seen the Sika ever back and as Sika back. And you know, therefore, almost person 50%, you know. And they wanted to come and cancel the contract so that they will go and almost come with this scan. This option I'm listing maybe actually ready. Company Esther Smith. Mammy and Kevin Show. Number one. We get domain, Eddieman. We purchase domain. estersmith.org. Man.
Auto domain no boy saying.
And only domain depends on how you want to buy it. Domain be $8,000. Maybe $5,000.
Auto domain, but your
domain to one €1.
Auto domain is saying. Auto domain is saying.
Bibia, through our members have evidence in now. Bibia platform this one.
There been platforms so.
Which is go there the outbound price now for domain.
There be ni domain now auto and auto is saying.
Oh, there be said this is just we are resellers of domain.
Esther Smith domain estersmith.org no auto on saying.
The patcho this your call archives no say meeting na check it. Amount domain price patcho any meeting more.
Utimi kan a car de bad me bisa so to domain we say it is all archives mu boss. Enkomo na we di no.
Domain here domain be na come Esther estersmith.org estersmithmusic.org estersmith.music.com. Ni na it man. We are talking about domain, it's not just one domain we bought for her. What I say? And you know, and I've taken so many years, 2 years since 2020. And you guys mean I cannot talk about that because we are talking about contract almost breaching any a car almost deep company $240,000. Also much car.
And you unim I know the ultimate bubu can. But you say the auto domain say who can't domain who beside me beside say domain who can't the same platform now you should come answer me. Nti men ya asem say bia me beside asem bia asem you abeka chem say there be but when you bet me issue the same platform the account or they make $240,000. Oh yes sir, then you are not being fair to the system.
There be oti me say me reason say me to me enchira say and as say because price no domain price change the year. Domain who say domain una oye ejuma so na oye ejuma no una oye na so to domain. A lot of people working for him me ejuma director. I have wise people from India, from Pakistan, from Europe ejuma man. I'm just the CEO of the company. I'm not the one doing everything. Director, boss. A lot of people are working.
Boss. Yes, we all know. You are unincophobia be ejuma. But I'm just saying say nkomo na me ni udi no. Enya ope enya me no mie no nkomo ye di nkomo radio so ITF so mutimi tin ensem na se timi busa onsem ni bi na say o yet say bia oni me nkomo ye dia then I'm just saying that if one hand and the ultimate can but another hand no bibi wa na say oh it is me kwai caves na me koya then I'm saying that you are not being fair to the nkomo.
Can I catch you direct? Who catch them advance and can I catch you?
Me busa advance and say I can $240,000 na ache me. Can no me catch you advance.
No send you know they training already. I go internet will be anymore already. But do me price they differ all the time almost the same price no. You say it's based on your popularity.
Boss. I am just saying say uto domain ma via artist nyum tuni domain now toy oh me turn $1,000 me turn $2,000. This is not BB as a BOD being when I
can't verify. I also still you want me to talk about something which I'm not aware of that now. That's how you have to go it. Because maybe I'm not sure of information now. I have to go and look for the information. Then I give to him. Also, yes, sir. I don't know why I'm
no, but I'm just saying, I'm drawing attention to the fact that you are not your own making conversation. No, say, but say, BB, then quickly. That one, you are accusing me of something. Then I just have to let you understand. Say, yes, I am one common. That is what I'm just drawing attention. It's not about me. Of course, I won't force you to respond to that particular question. But don't let the conversation. I see if say, okay, who wants to be a person or can. There's something that you just but the information about me that information then you don't want to give that information out. That is what I'm drawing your attention to. I hope so. Ziga. Okay, so hold on for me, Ziga.
Yeah, I was
Mamimbu Sao and Semia Uraking or since Semia Muke Yano and Yano correct. And that $25,000. Esther Smith akwako iskane fi music diffusion for account and he say mo kase bia Esther Smith nyes ke bia mfi eye adwuma waya mamu na enye no kore and that Esther Smith enyesika bebre efim in fact wetimi amansen that one $25,000. So mo kase bia mu nyesika na enye no kore dey na aka ho
enye no kore da akwasi and then I'm papa. You are the best. I'm telling you. Why is Papa? You know we as I can make us a deal. Che, Adiana Walker was say I call a growth at $25,000. It was $399 for 18 good months. And I'm catching 18 good months for $399. Sika ni unu. Busane say music diffusion and why there. Budo busano say music diffusion and why there.
Oh, yeah, so you uncle so.
Music diffusion and why there. Let's have busane say. Or no, Cassa, a domain or Tomo or Todoma Smith, who busan a price. What to mean car price in the channel was say. A varuze or you smart. Initially, no call Cassa or Koya could clear to say, or told my Esther or no $28,000. But busan the question being a smart on which we are to expose him. And to cook you know, today, the got top plasma TV. That's a plasma TV will be because of inflation. I didn't vary. And to me, in a stable. Some ton of net, a good pussy. That's a number ton of 1 CBA. Next, they did 10 years to Quanis Busame. That's a that 10 years no. So I've already about 25 cities. I should be able to know the amount now. Maybe talk better. It to be say. To sika say onko na aka si no ye be try no. Say airtime kwa ye be to ye be try no. Onko na aka si no kan try. Sika to do say and order to do me ni the best assessment.
Okay.
Which am I kwasi?
Okay.
All right. I don't understand as I'm American.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, recently there. You remember unless you go.
All right, Ziga, hold on. All right, Debrich. Ma mimbusa kakra so me share contract na money Esther Smith to sign here. Na me share baby amoka grant of license, which means dwumadi na modi no Esther Smith Emma license wo ye nenyum to adwuma no and any product no meboa.
Exactly. The power of attorney. Yeah.
Okay. So me share a grant of license na ma menken kan near wo honum say na tie for nso ntiminti contract nyama ni bia wom. So matro owner hereby grant to the licensee the non-exclusive right and license to use the compositions or any portion of the compositions in the licensee that the licensee shall see fit in connection with the licensee's website. 1, 2, or say the license granted here under shall be a non-exclusive worldwide royalty royalty-free right to use the compositions subject to the terms and conditions set forth herein. 1.3. The term of this license shall be based on Article 3.1 unless terminated pursuant to the terms hereof. 1.4. The license granted herein shall be limited to the right to integrate the compositions into the website of the licensee. Licensee shall have no right to offer the compositions for sale or otherwise grant any sub-licensees sell, rent, but OFM Computer World and Debridge Group of Companies are permitted or authorized to publish Esther Smith, www.estersmith.org, music on any musical or video or social portals such as youtube.com, twitter.com, facebook.com, Instagram, etc. So contract now near Esther Smith to sign in. No? Was it between OFM World Computers, OFM Computer World, Enkwana, because me who are Debridge Group of Companies. Enti Ejumakobi, you know, and I need Ejumakoba, Senate.
Two different companies. But one is located in Europe and one is located in Ghana.
Okay, the I know Europe now, the I know Ghana.
But OFM Computer World and Debridge Group no Ghana, registered in Ghana.
Okay. Now, and some not also. But I could be ever had him see a bam say me fi say me sha emu avrem kakra 1.9 no mo say OFM Computer World, Debridge Group of Companies and Dr. Debridge Jeremiah Champon on behalf of Esther Smith owner have official permission or authorized to claim or take down all video copyright includes audiovisual content, pictures, photographs, images, impersonations, etc. Any type of impersonation is punishable by a fine of up to $10,000 and up to 1 year in jail or prison. And why not Samra we know about $10,000 in 1 year in jail and prison? Why not Samra no?
Honey, company and agent to me as a Smith, a man say, and a power of attorney. So we are obeying as a Smith product be the company will take this action against that particular person. That's all that is talking about.
Now punishment there, court in a demand.
And then I come back and I question.
Oh, Zega. Hello, Zega. Oh, hello, Zega. Hello, Zega.
What do you say? I say, make us out, but you.
Yeah.
But you.
Me too.
This is terms and condition of the contractor. Obi who prefer Adiana, no Yusua. Action, no. Into a online digital platform action. So we have lawyers who control the digital. They are different from local traditional lawyers.
Okay.
So actually, be happy. How many of these are more? No matter take action against the person who did that.
So quote that law. Quote that law for me. Nimiti for na yehu law no. There European law be no. Quote it for us.
Me bacho any trim has here.
A new trim.
Yeah.
Okay. But Esther Smith, so Mudi as a contract. I don't know man fan show because I was expecting say Bianca Mudi throw contract okay based on ABI European Commission law this you know, but man fan contract you know.
So any agreement for the company is not, and it's based on something. And you did show us our construction. What I say.
And one
a company a policy, a data policy, they govern artists, you know. So being for artists in BP, where you a boy artist in mobile, and yet just the company, a boy assassin from mobile. I say, you know, Jumano, or be a mistake, and these the actions we take against the person.
Like Mudi only back or two if you see 1 year more as a company no sana opesoche.
Yeah, exactly.
Now more 2 weeks as a meeting deal be a two if you say oh yeah court
Chrome a different from Ghana director
Krobe
this I can't start doing no
Krobe Krobe as now can
Germany Europe Poland a different from Ghana.
Okay, so you but person deal enti Germany bia wo ne obi sign contractor wa wo de show wa wo timi hihye mra so okay me do ba ko to mfie ba mienu so bu contract so asanete
eno ne ye your lawyers but this is the company's policy. But what I say company be on the policy of Germany
but you unyima me chese are you saying say Germany mra and Poland mra Chese uni obi ko contract ti se nia on Esther Smith akin amoka se Germany mra no na Poland mra no ma kwan se ubeka ubu mra no so a me de oba ko tum mfie ba ko fie ba kwa na menu sana ti
ni e kan we ni criminality wa ha no ebi wa ha assessment ebi wa ko 1 year ebi ko 3 years depending on the description of the criminality. So they say obi ko 3 years obi ko 2 years obi ko 1 year obi people assessment depending on the idea way. That's what I say.
Boss, and I don't think that there's any country in the world that citizen or no to me sorry so okay me be a contractor ubu mrano swa ubu contract no swa me I know your contract me do back to 1 year and 2 years. There's no
Esther ubu mrano so you are not understanding the content very well. You read it very well. You are not understanding it. I'm sorry to ask you. This is affecting taking down video copyright. It's affecting somebody who breached copyright infringement for the account once. Esther once. This is not about Esther. I'm sorry you are not understanding it.
So you are saying there obi breachy contractor. We be a German na Polanda. Otua $10,000.
Yeah, that is the policy. There.
That is the policy.
Yeah, of the company I as a
Emra na policy. I don't understand. Emra na say e Germany is okay. Obi ni obi ko contract.
Let me say we until the whole so na say. Company be na one emra. And on mine so one emra. And the European Union one emra. Oh that's it. Until you build your law basing on those locations. Until emra ni nyanya pe. European Union the emra na Germany emra na Poland emra and individual companies who are policy or the government business. So this is our policy and our law.
Oh, okay. And Debridge group of companies, no, and OFM World Computer, no. Momo policy.
Yeah, that is our policy.
Okay, mo policy ni say who breach contract na $10,000.
Any breach of contract, Pacho can hear him. Some read this asset in 1.9, article 1. Some read in the
and Pacho no, the cheche mai. Oh, DNF chesa. Oh, the cheche. DNF.
As a trading in answer, Esther Smith, on behalf of Esther Smith, no, One more permitting company OFM Computer World, and that's one the power of attorney. One the right to claim or take down every video via a copyright infringement. If you say via what first has made the video, I could to be being also the control. It will take action against you. What first has made every audio, I got to be only who can it will take action against you. Tiano can never one thing maybe as now he said we need to then this law will apply.
Okay. And Tidabena law no be apply to Esther Smith.
Positive for Esther. This was a positive thing to protect Esther image.
Okay. In Tidabena as law no be apply be kicking against Esther Smith.
And against it, oh, still, I'm so young. Where it's not against Esther Smith, it is positive for Esther Smith. Against him, Pacho.
So a comma Esther Smith, mom.
A comma Esther Smith, exactly. Law, Esther.
Oh, okay.
In the picture that baby, it makes a picture not that Esther and Pesa picture and Elia.
And I said, Obi Busa Amra no swa. You didn't back or 2 1 year.
And also just scam. So they say.
Oh, okay.
When you are in jail or prison.
Okay.
And actually,
I see. Ziga. Hello. Monkomoy, BMC, near DC Nama, a tier for said Nebediane. My mamma,
it's a contract with them.
But hold on. Ziga.
Yeah.
Okay, my mean to your Dabridge now before I say Babim.
Yeah, me can say, Esther contract in you. Almost funding to baby without my company's consent. Almost issue Esther videos, Esther pictures without the company consent. This is against them. And yes, I go to Ziganin and Prophet Esther product on the this particular session 1.9. Ekotia the management will be or maybe this law is against the person. So they are saying in the court one this law is going to work.
Okay. Our German court
he gave us the authority, the power of attorney to take that action.
Our German court and Poland Polish.
Director, in case start with you over here. But in case start with you understand it.
Boss, yes, I umbo. Yes, you dear Hanum saying, who church, what can't say now, what church him come ma ebia Matthias, your society for Atias. And I mean, we shall say, and tis our court, yes, I'm baby Dino. Ewa Germany and Poland. Because Ghana, dear, at least Meshia Ghana copyright in Kakra, me who baby a Chesoki were. This, I mean, I know, me who's that. Then
this, not as I understood, we are not getting. This is the policy of OFM Computer Web, backed by the law of the nations in the European Union.
So in Timfan said Germany near those European countries, no. Is that not it's an episode, Chemiboa?
That's not person. And I say, well, since we best and maybe a good test, if you go on, but Obia or Babi misuse as some American cancer and Bacho.
Okay. And Zigamina and says, Adi, a cutiamo,
no, Omabetosa, Adium, Omabetum.
Minima de Contia was minima de Contia was because Ebiana won't tears yet to send you around the
Ghana, the name is different. How name is different? A drew almost from Esther, Omega say, company, Omega a lot of things, but we'll do it. We'll take that action so that the European law will come in, European court will come into this case. No matter as almost number into the they'll try. I'm not bomb someone away from computer world. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you.
Instead of saying something who wants it, I can't say no peace when you are certain. They are laughing. You see.
The credit. I could see. Buchani said, come on, can't say I corridor $25,000. That's not $25,000 no why. Esther Smith a benefit. I better go to the contract. Start 399 euros now. When we even made attempt, a blocker said, you need access to do it. I have the screenshot here. Also not available currently to make a bank transfer in Africa. Only bank transfer. We couldn't even do it. Sadia now will come and say, Busamu say, yeah, me or Ghana. Say, Makoko for Esther Smith, ABB, Nessa, and Rani Tiamia. And yet then I will back of European Union, Ghana. So you Cameroon for yes, let you go to Cameroon, you want to arrest the person. It means that you take the person to Europe. That no person was threat. Ghana, now I say, and not for her be an sentencing act over this country. And you want Criminal Offences Act, any sentencing act, Bonnie B.O.B.B.B.N. and one assign a prescribable the punishment in the now you get a sign contract now. Who about the try and say that contract now will sign off. So the party push you and also yes I did say that the party will come 1 year. Everybody a cast as with you.
Ziga medasi. Medasi. Ziga. Hello. Ziga.
It is never true.
Okay, mami Ziga medasi Dabrich mami musa krata bia say mensa kan wa hanum saying GA Support Association Germany EV we defend your right. Now I see the date 20th February 2025. Subject payment settlement request. Mrs. Esther Smith. Dear OFM Computer World, we acknowledge receipt of your message regarding the digital promotion charges related to Mrs. Esther Smith. As an organization committed to maintaining peace in the community, we have received the latest interview in which Mrs. Smith expressed her willingness to settle the matter with OFM Computer World. Additionally, OFM Computer World Europe, a subsidiary of Multi Debridge Group Limited Ghana, with its CEO Dr. Debridge Jeremiah, a champion, has contracted us regarding the payment settlement. Therefore, we kindly request Mrs. Esther Smith to reach out to us for an amicable resolution. However, if for any reason she refuses to engage with us, we will be left with no choice but to escalate the matter to our incasso office for Europe and the USA. Mm-hmm. In such a case, the outstanding amount may increase due to additional collection charges. Furthermore, we may proceed with ordering her bank account in the UK and Germany to be blocked without directly withdrawing funds. And she may also be placed on the EU, what is that? SHUFA.
Yeah, SHUFA, yeah, exactly.
SHUFA list at level 2. Should a peaceful resolution not be possible, we kindly request that Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Esther Smith, be copied to this correspondence, as she is your direct partner in this matter. Regards, GQ, Chairman, I don't know, Manfred Petrie.
Okay.
So krata we dey na betumi account dey na krata no pese chepa.
Yeah, pese chere say omo no adwuma omo ye say association a omo ye big omo je microphone abrofo nyanya Africa for pe. Obi do Canada come omo a. The first omo from no settle the thing na make up na we tua ansa omo dey acquire the next level. This one call there, one for settle Sasikana. Then they take it to the next level. That is a Igaso no more can say, I will Germany, I am Germany, Esther Uni. And as I should take here, was going to mean you can go a bank, BBR, they will block it. And I had this Ghana, they have the access to every bank, BBR operate, send live with our home control, This is the action now. And then I mean, person could use us level. No. So I say, you know, company in Casano settle. BBR peaceful, no mutual MC come. And yes, I move to the next level. The case will be as I am boy Europe.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you. German book, look at the German book. I know just what you know. Book to me different from German for run. We mistake or make book from some. So I go back to Ghana. Until or no Australian who names them run to her.
Okay.
It's never true. My makers are the culture some now work on Obuano. I don't know when I will circulate Latin. I say you release no. I don't know when I will circulate.
I said like on my address it to
the lawyer, embassy we a lawyer. And serve but I want to circulate my copy.
Yeah, lawyer know what they do. Esther Smith lawyer with their man only position so now we are on your way. Esther Smith also consult with that consulting the lawyer. We need a lot of things.
And the credit. I could say the credit. The bottom line is that there are a lot of elements of criminality in what he did. You understand? But the Missionti and Esther Smith are not too. obi a wo ye kwa withdraw sika ade the crown fa o to say $25,000 $25,000 na way estimate benya $25,000 akobetwe no work contract renew itself yes akobetwe no work contract $25,000 where did we withdraw the $25,000 o ka say ayi o the password the Master Smith why ayi website the amano but why ekokoye TikTok the TikTok video I have it on the website here on one dia but no catch Mr. Kwesi Abuaje say website no here the Master Smith but why say e on one dia which is which
the obwa ni okan na obwa sikana yeah ba beji call it wa me call it na be kan say me actually call it all around me say na ba
the TikTok video that's what that you use as a only the alignment that the buyer be promote to wife no your wife
hello Debrich
hello
no Debrich man sir but your radio juma so I'm moderating the thing so man sir why me too Ziga hello Ziga it's you
yeah so that is that why here no but the bottom line is that Esther Smith is not interested in the Jumani team. Esther Smith has to move on. That is all. And one Esther Smith focused is ready working on a new project about a new concept and we'll be to be the PP I'll get to be Esther Smith focus. Esther Smith was telling you off. So on we are watching.
Derich.
Hello.
Ebi amesa about subio yan home so ase na membra me panel for no so no
so I can relate and so ma relate
hello Mpacho Bebre
also ma relate
hello I will come back to you possibly maybe not possibly maybe panel members na tie nsem ni bia o ma che obetua ben radio Zega my fancy are saying if anything we'll call you back again. Patrick Debrich, Medas, Mesamba. We'll come back. So we heard from the CEO of OFM Computer World, Debrich Jeremiah, yet from the Kasama former Esther Smith. These are some of the interviews sometimes do go over you kind of interview sort of questions mami too na asem kra I have na mami
kwesi nkomo ayedi me yakakra na the entire me yakakra na has to do with the personality involved. Ghana one of gospel artists ye na ye ni sano ne ye reverence ne pa ne why ye adwuma in terms of work critic catalog music catalog pa Esther Smith just album so you know ka album over album what no boy say adwuma enti sa hula balu we na she doesn't deserve it at all for all her struggles with music. Accra, Kumasi, Esther Smith ain't deserve that way. Now, unfortunately, the attorney said, I think say contract now, me Esther Smith cost sign. I stand for correction, but I think say consultation be anya juma, especially with their official a free a company no nti me wan say o ka say it take 2 years ema mpenifo bi ko study for 2 years ansana mo deba because me o opportunity say nipa bebre na try Esther Smith ho hia a lot there ho me wo ho ni like ko betumi make practical a consultation class bia dia me pese me yeni ebia distribution na contract na ebia nka obi enhwe na at least no na nipa no offer a third party support enfenka ho enfan support to that signing because 2020 asem the nature say nche it just quite recent it just little over 4 years mo asem nkomo na yedi So at least that will, because sa consultations na anya adwuma ntino ema ebia nipa nso omo draft to agreement no omo take advantage to put certain clauses at the share agreement ni mu a na ama na quite say bia omo so omo de chechire nsa based on documentations now omo koye. So now no much more of me document against also verbal statements. To question say we checking common na within year me document edamanim and I also so kita verbal statement. But unfortunately no say we sign a document now do signature ko shasia. Now no the conversations no it go beyond verbal aspect because what tiaso won tiaso what sign and what append with signatures. What it is that as you are being forced and committed to certain principles are a war agreement. Because one service ben na Esther Smith based on command no mudie no. Am me Esther Smith. Wa bon nwuma na nenwum no any digital platform so and wo pese all po bi amana distribute nenwum no e de amano across. Intine catalog awaye ina no yemfangu distrocate inti we kra no sanya se bia papa ho kra computer man ni ho no call ya anka no an se bia anka no ankasa o se ope computer wo fie na laptop na okọ distrocate no a set wa set ni Gmail account bibia enwom no an dia no upload ono an nyuni na kama obe take ni time ono ankasa betuma upload ni na kama owia no wa create an account fe like any other musician in Ghana, like these days, I'm on for Bebreye. Then the issue about websites. And an amount so up a website. Indeed, my Master Smith, or deserve a website. Not their promoting itself. But the thing is, as a sanka, ubisa further questions about website ben amepe. Any and one share at the same. Because once sometimes. So some question say in your so wa hunye hia mu no ye one take time wa hunye hia mu a wo de sabekwa kwahye bibi ase na afi na be problem the amount. And this is where and then common baby abedi no. The young man realized say ya mama Esther Smith no emsem ye sure say we have computer no no one say bia for all the period that ya mama atonyum no only website, only YouTube, only this music distribution enti ote ohun say bia possibly no when it come to music ohun the digital ebi oni idea about how to do them enti therefore no opeso use on one computer bibia na ode ho adwuma enti me diffusion music ya mo kan ami tilimu wa ha any other music distributors wa ha me shada nti omodin papa ase bi omo ye music store ana say me is say now you can diffusion music stores are you distributing music de kono till mu wa ha ya mo wa ha ana odmu na wa ha chise na ya afi na be a new company almost a store I distribute music abade a enti bia omo no mo aggregator bia diffusion music na papa ne ka no possibly could be some aggregator womo no ekọ gitumi to say woman I know we are Spider Lee.
Aggregator, it said distrocate.
Aggregator. Nti omunti wakọ di Esther ho and wakọ the rights bibia to have opportunity to go and then upload music on behalf of Esther Smith. Inti no aho na obisa ne say what is the agreement now the reasons no the distributing no agreement ben that distribution no intin kesa so no na okacha okwesi agbaji say agreement na meni bia boom play ana any Spotify wono e kire say see distribute catalog na bia 70-30 ana say be 60-40 ana say this agreement there be one can between ono na Esther one can between ono na music distributor no she mentioned agreement or war in terms of percentage between Ono and the Mami Esther. On to me, and to want to provide the sana money nano. So, question is
it the answer?
between OFM and music fusion. No?
Music fusion. No.
This and now they say what was the agreement?
What the distribution agreement? No.
So more beji password ni into him.
But before collecting password, no one who upload here and will be uploading new music store piano. Contract near the mount, and my own so I do a 00 point a who frame me process or make actual say between me pro and media sell ABR 30% and 15%. Is there is an open truth and ye be a hide it. And to me who say what we need to do now is that maybe I'm common this is say no. We can only speculate, but the advice I'm the Mama Esther Smith and say. For all her struggles, any brawa brain and I know my brother Samuel Enim is listening to this program. Me catch and say, Omo mo de non pe lawyer. Na oni OFM for lawyer no. Omo nko transi, no mo nko for arbitration. As to figures now, Papa Church mu say oboka $250,000 ni euros ni sa no man there. Between the services you are providing for me and what I'm going to get. Contract no more sign a betchere. So whether Esther the neka 250 and as one the neka 250,000. Contract no and a betchere. Ye betchere services wa adipoti esa so ye ma Esther enu ntinu ogina so a odege size kano e de afiri ho. Wo do asem court wa na wundi bim. Enti court bia no obetuma transfer ahwese whether Poland o Germany Ghana o na ye betra sa ahwese o ka say woni maame we obi ono okita ne right okita ne catalog na wo di ne catalog na wona na ye adwuma na nka wo ko nya profit ne bi de go kotokom but based on ABCDXYZ no wo so odo ka 250 court be hwem na hunu party de ntia ni paprako na wo ka no ho asem no odo ka $250,000 ana euros 240,000 euros court be hwem nyese wo ko ya na e de amount. Eti mesre bebre pa say ye mama Esther Smith emper lawyer nonko faces this matter because ye mama Esther Smith abon the bra kama pa for all these years ye titebu echi ne huni asem bia ye this all this way no sa court is any all this hula balloon e cause especially on TikTok any all this happen no she doesn't deserve any of this. Okay. Eti mesre ne bebre. Okay. This one let's go to court. Na court no enko clarify no be anya na somdwe.
All right. So great. Mintio e wo ye nkomo yin.
Kwesi nkomo na odi no in fact emupi na enye nkomo a ye betimi atena nsin afifi mu nyina because we beside all the relevant questions kwesi but the unfortunately we nya the relevant answers from where I sit and I know say mripamu no obetimi atu wase no wachiche mu kakra pieces na yayi but media ni ameka nyina ne baby akwesi NSU no I'm praying that they will go to court na yahwe baby kwesi manwesi
anot mamintio ewo enkomoyin
in spite of the difficulties unya in administering the interviews no, I think so you are there because that gentleman back on our abroad no initially started and he was all over the place so say why you bomb pie say obey calm now we putting the point across because at the end before basana no more we no more and you always look like on your problem no the why calm no cry na semunya da because of the calm nature and the ability to articulate into no be na feel so no kind of cry. And you know, it was quite a difficult interview, especially for and so no. At a point, so we're not getting the head and tail of the whole conversation. But you really tried your best in steering how the thing occurred. Do baby no we say oboa, we say oboa. And you know, saying that then I call any dear. Once a Thursday, me bahana make say na can who be here pass into the details of the matter. Na ya picking lessons from it, but it seems as if say omo court because the way I say you really
but there are still some lessons so
yeah
there are still some lessons
yeah
meaning say what when you brush contract na OFM computer world and yes that's Smith signing
yeah
what kind contract now? Me yes sure say the idea will come out lawyer paper be either it has to be modified and like I said there be men sign.
But you see, on also AFM man also justify say they had a contract for 2 years to the point where it's true for now go through the court unless more the contract more like a certain kind of understanding. Because based on the contract was with them for 2 years.
And yet the information that I have and yes I contrary to the information because so I think from a sasieno omo a bi an kebi omo be nyabutra boy even Star Smith on be hwim no nka be say men sign ade we na sign no asasieno an konosa until the problem no really started and so, no munya abutre okay now wait a minute by the time about from the beginning there I don't think.
So are you
and I'm privy to this thing because
also you are saying
some years back guys I had a call and call no me say Star Smith didn't who kwa sha die bi mu a
ebehano
I dare no dey no ko shame no be man problem
so one farm one consult extensively
nya time ama because we so nya time hwemu sa time and get bi do be edu.
Wow.
So it is important the lesson is obia wo nedjuma.
Yeah.
Sabio o yare a anod me yare a say me mountain. Me mountain say anod prescribe bedroom mami. But e by aviation adwuma bi a I can consult you and say ana media terrain bi ni PR me try consult too.
Definitely.
But when I'm sick and I make anya adwuma me mountain say okay. O na say oboa me. But anyom to for no well because say I stand hu say Saturday ya me sakan say me ma ebia mrenim ni hwem ansana because look at Obiti says Star Smith
huge in the catalog in the repertoire
and Saturday way a lot of them they make these mistakes
but I'll be very surprised if Extra really and farm will be one consulting and one form will be social.
About consulting, what kind of consultation now?
Okay, they all consulting is not a problem.
Yeah.
Wow. Because our lesson where they certainly you're projecting over the years. So when your contract first of all, it's on your contract. When your contract and so I say ushim lawyer be shim be onim de shim.
Because the main one say my okay.
Yeah.
Ye na him. It's a website here, be that.
Oh, be a 0.0.
Your website. And messages I'm on for hey, website what $1,000? What website? What kind of website is $8,000? People are saying, but what's a domain? You understand?
Let's man the time. Yama case with time and see how they pan out.
Because you won't say now it sounds a tricky cracker say. Say no, the question is was it the domain no and autonomous had amount and I say development of websites no so ekasa cost now or mention that is one because you say websites will be to me actually
now the website need development my running website my Toby I will manage develop bibia
because it depends upon maybe other cost will be man obi bet market when him say ko say about me your website amount
and then Peace FM online is I know mutu
obi because you bet market when my website amount catch us or do 10,000 Ghana cedis or do 30,000 Ghana cedis is there what I say me website nipo your mom no she on a discount rate he took almost $600
yo yate
what I say it depends upon and we're talking about services. She was say, baby, all placing the emphasis is about service or so why Juma. And I will be saying say Juma Ben why. Now it is the word against Esther Smith word. My son contract a mom no why Juma from 2020 up to now. A service na Miranda Mount. Whether me pursue one you back home, me pursue one you two. I've rendered the service to
Bauni maybe. Uni maybe. Me fee said and send be one more and nebia Ora Debridge or Kai or the Atudra and Abi Bibe and say my man for being Mobeka a bay and commodity, which I want to say something about it. And I said, or can be about Esther Smith music division, $25,000. I think that it is important and imperative. Say, Obama Ghana for you say on for proof of ABS that Smith $25,000 if he side with you, because I've also seen documentary Sika so far from music division and do $400
for 2 years.
Yeah, so on only defense, when it came up, for those of us who try to pay critical attention to more conversation,
yeah,
or say yes, there's a $25,000 for baby. However, as I submitting the team, ABG and as almost some login details, presupposing say no more access to $50,000. So $25,000. So I can understand where you're coming from. So once that amount has, and now Ziganso near explanation, they say, now say yeah money together now yeah partnership for a while. Now there's a $25,000. Why would they Smith want to opt out of the contract? Because $25,000 is a big money.
It's a big money.
So if the side realization is discussing
because many Debridge I know many didn't come on. And if I should forward Nyama or forward your mamia Nina to you, you'll be surprised, and I will say this without any equivocation, and Nyama or forward your mamino, it is as if our agenda be against Esther Smith.
Oh,
to the extent no, I'm telling you, I'm being serious here.
Yeah, that
is what I'm saying, and so far Nyama or they are sending me I don't see why on Sunday, for instance, the $25,000 on Sunday mommy, then I probably would just say, okay, well, saying it here. That yes, this is a proof. Omakwakoji $25,000.
The Onkaso
Maji.
No,
$25,000.
That means that $25,000 is still sitting with music division.
Yeah, I see the money is still sitting there.
If it's still sitting there, then from Swana starts, which means none of them. I say our Star Smith Pay account, and I've seen email trail. Communication between so-called music division and Star Smith.
Okay.
Star Smith to the point in the bank account you see the confidential details now sending to these people.
Yeah.
Up to now, sir, even $400 no.
So the confusion is Nyabotre. The confusion is say.
No, but true.
Griffin or a patch of anything. Debridge Kasan. Okache will say. Omo signing or whatever it is. No. Esther Smith, the account details, and the demand division for no. The demand division for no. When it even comes to the payment, or no way from the current, we in with him. So when it comes to the monetary transaction, it's supposed to be directly from division for no any Esther Smith. By virtue of the fact say yes, Smith pay power or say the details and no more.
I know you see.
Now, the only reason TS had $50,000 no Obian realizing because of the change in login details. Any location exactly.
IP address.
So that's where the confusion is. Sa 250 no obi 25,000 obi realize here because obi kosa location IP address login details it's stuck where it is until they are able to resolve.
Because Ziga
because Ziga no is only seeing the less than 401
because of the new year login details from the atoso.
It's they need to resolve that until that resolution be bane there. That $250,000 will be stuck where it is.
Because me, I know, Mr. Dem, what you say, Councillor. Now, Mr. Me, in say, what's in Nippon do $250,000? A Nippon would a service fee of $250,000. I do my wire mano. Now, say $25,000 were account more. I don't know what assisting Nippon in Sanka size cano. So that at least you will also be able to get your payment.
No, or because I mean, say correct English, because confusion about CCR. And over the period, no OFM no chese untuame for service amaya and a confusion about why would I assist you? It's me wicked. But so that you not get access.
But I know that another question is was Esther Smith previewed, and was she informed about the cost amount service fee and Ghana is also Tiama Ghana.
There's no service fee. The deal was 60-40.
Yeah.
It is a cannibal now bet you 40. So I do me so.
So I know now see $25,000. And it's a $25,000 and penny and price said the more. Okay, then Esther Smith. I mean, Omunko says cano.
I ain't che.
But baby, a problem no one.
But to me beja. Sorry now. So in command, I think say you mentioned the lessons. Lessons no 2 lessons. I mean who has say na yan can. The confusion, I think said there is Mr. Debris. There's a bit of confusion which you try to hammer, but still our dodgy. Obisan say, what is the deal between only distributors, which is the music diffusion, no? Because I know said distributors have their percentage. And it's our percentage, was it going to Esther Smith or Omuko tie for Esther Smith 60% nimu, and now Omu tie for no 40% nimu. And ti ohono and ananka Obisan say, what was the agreement? Or see logins, that be. What is the agreement? Because Oma Esther Smith, where say major 40% do, but out of 60 no, hona ye betie free mu. And now Obisan about the domain price. And Questioners was trying to hold brief for him, say, domain price there, nebo beti because of the website building. Domain buying is different from website building. We a businessman. With the way Jessica, you are supposed to have receipt of the domain price, receipt of the Nippon or building website. No, and it's also young quota per what he said. Also,
so no one Nejman on you.
Offer receipt and betcha because Mitihaya Migugu Bisano. Uko domain now, there's a way you can check the domain prices and everything and do sa level now bono. And to say by God's grace or Kase or Tonesa, I hope so our receipt or the better Esther Smith. Now the other lesson. Simple say I think say artist so remember. Do artist so to the be so sometimes I read was and that is where sound come was a bano. And really say usika na unya no 399 give him his 40%.
Now is cano.
And Americano if it is 399 pa at this point the man is also on one mamu is canning because of Philisa mo cutting it out. What you say? And to say a 1 CD pona munya and now $1. He has a 40% share that you've agreed to it. But say ya now, almost 24,000, 25,000 be a carry mono. The reason tell on penny say is kind because Ophelia say me yima mukra me nya me share wo. Because the understanding was me nya me share you take your 60, I take my 40. So why are you changing the password? And why have you left the place to go and do it elsewhere? So a problem with artists. Only artists here do my baby out. Say benka wasan ka wusu fruit no. Hona on person mo se so imagine. And nothing our pano so atena so no. What's so?
Before Yabebe Mun. See, there's also the lack of appreciation for man and effort. Because Okasana say Obe Munona Esther had no online presence. No online presence whatsoever. No what be the presence here be do that pointer. It's what ni simwa. No so be miao.
But say I know do ka so di simwa. There no year airport here Esther Smith there no di simu.
No, but so on your baby, so by now, so may you see coming. So taking the password, changing it, and now it means that there was a plan to sort of cut him out of the thing. Meanwhile, when you send you 40% account, so right now, Sikana came. You can't take your money. You are not getting your 60. I'm not getting my 40.
Yeah, and no, because the when was not mutual.
It wasn't mutual.
But I know who advised the cancellation of the agreement.
I think for me, the first you should know a contract because say OSHA contract even with the 60-40 percentages, there was no clear defined amount because I think there was a clause be a buy. So in terms when the contract ends, they'll get back their money. Yeah. But there was no money stated in the contract, so I'm wondering which money that Esther Smith has to pay back. So that's the first one. Also, most contracts exit clause day. Yeah. The clause for her obeso firma with me film now.
New modern.
There is. I say obetuya some 10,000.
10,000 a year for third party usage. In the contract, no say. $10,000 and answer 1 year jail, which and even appropriate. Also, your interview no. Now or say laws in Europe, and now more useful. But contract name your true Greater Accra, Ghana.
The address or jurisdiction?
Oh, jurisdiction. Ghana, and Europe into Onokra very inconsistent because
Europe no music Greater Accra.
I'm used to Greater Accra. Until I say I'm one, but so be our Poland artist for Germany dear. Sinanka Europe law na be useful. But I'm used to Ghana.
Okay.
But all Casano so say or so mobile the lawyers for but so share contract now jurisdiction here Ghana into issue be a Ghana number be solve no. Also more problem with other logins nema
and unim say or the no court or danceman court. Me who document
all can about European court
say or tackle hano tackle baby.
Akwana me ya support no but
also more problem with other logins nema because usually as a distributor at the end of the day on our responsibility. In fact, on the creative log that Matthias show, but say we say usually only interface abema artist na my artist ni logins. Sabu in your ma saying na yemfa logins ni ma artist no. In case only artist no issue, na artist ne say opese ojaya. What you do is you take down their music. No more some could distribute to before from on file logins name one what I say. And looking at the music diffusion for no now busa terms no into a more 3 tiers. First one here 0 euros, but on befa 80%, and here for social media pay
80%.
As in artist benya 80, no more menya 20.
So in this case, whose money was it going for?
And here for social media pay.
Social media.
And here what 299 euros. And no ubenya 90% royalties. What you say? As in artist ne benya 90%, no more for 10%. And no more 999. And no artist ne benya 100% royalties. Into I think assuming say omu yusu TB be either omu yusu 299 no. And now some use 999,
which means 100% to the artist,
to the person owning the background.
And but mummy and Muyana Munsi from Namema.
So that's and don't know.
Okay.
What I say, but like a difficult because in the contract so I think it proves or no a handle ni Facebook ni YouTube, and I will check numbers ni here at least. On my ejuma, but unfortunately because omu nchida ni eze clause of pebiano mean determine sa 250,000 or so and baby onye free because o check website cost na me check streaming cost na me papa no me sure so invest more than even $10,000 and euros so project unless so bet me approve with receipts, but at the end of the day no there needs to be accounting. In fact say o sign distribution dealer every 3 months. So your accounting to the background and assign no. In terms of streams no, maybe our streams ni free any sky ever, but contract we na any more. I think court na the best of it, but Esther Smith or lawyer papa there. I think say baby it may easy case to beat.
Okay, all right. But that's it. Membisa no.
Question part of Mama Sima. Ya na mi bisa say. Sa $250,000 tag no.
Yeah.
For service fee
240 na mo doing him 250
and now say a commission on something
contract no sign any service fee.
I say a time with time
projected revenue.
Yeah, projected with time no say akwa go do
time it is a wo you from
question is so dragging come on pacho me person be na me this cancel lu short here
bra me pacho to le bia loyalty can same be kire me. Also, it's better for you to settle issues like this and maintain relationship. Na simbia bayeka, miren feeder. Odin komono say letter a trauma ni first say Esther mbra ni enkasa. Ye kasa na eto asuma we nyina emba. Number 2, uni ne kasa osan repeat say odi onko son sre. Di odi be sre no ombra ni enka ni preko. Na ankodu. So me the American say Accra no I invest bra.
But unim say cause we nyina so no Esther Smith a lawyer any on Suni lawyer, and so meet here, mobile bidding common now.
So, you know, almost can on pay. Learning Pebiadi. And on so learning Pebiadi. And the Esther is so smart, no say, Yabumi, entrance Yankasa. Ziga, on so careful. On your careful in your politics, catching them so careful. Because once he's veering into places that even Aquani throw bullets now. No, Samba. I said there are things that he doesn't know. Naturally, most of this idea here, idea no even TikTok I cray, TikTok I cray me. Who set with TikTok? US. You sub nyama nyina US. Like details from the United States and your address and everything. Now TikTok ma coins kakra na opese okogia. Oh yeah, a flag it back to the place because of the IP address. It may confusion is say. Someone set here idea in Europe. Send be a payment with one fly into your account in Europe. E ba ni saying na oba Africa be yisika no. E Jimmy anaden. Oh yan dwin o. A group how would dia no e bi say e di ni saying. You was sika bia ye money ba Africa da. Because who say money laundry. But yes, brand they can. I think they are washing some linen off a wrong place. There is a deal in the thing that somebody must shut up to receive what must be received. I want to repeat. Says Zigane want access to Esther Smitha. Miss Rano, they should meet and solve this thing amicably, brah. This radio discussion on Peace FM this afternoon should end the conversation everywhere because Ziga he's not helping the conversation. Ziga is not helping because baby at the end the guy keeps repeating say on my yenshia ni yenye yenka ni hu akodimo Esther na ne nyumo ni YouTube Esther na ni okay we say Esther Prince omon sign so be use ni picture pia omon go after the person including Ziga. I say including the clause goes to them. And Ziga crack or use Esther Smitha there. They should come and collect the money from him. It means so going to a deal that she didn't understand. Yeah, mistake. Miss Reno, can we have an amicable solution so that relationship is maintained? These people can give us something. These people can give us something.
Okay. Okay. May I say, fancy you Hanum say now Yantwaso entertainment review soon as you're going Ashanti regional minister Asante Mantem regional minister woni Kumawood for Asia e Kumase na nsem no bia wo mo kan no ano ahio to the extent say Kumawood for say omuhia $40 million afibia yama $40 million no mo fa invest e was in the trade room wo mo see MPP for they made a fool out of them. MPP for by na chese omo abebu omo kwahia. Ensam no doso. Omo say omo hia aban ema omo visa. Omo pese omo tu kwan ema omo visa no omo fan ko abroad. Na festivals hebia film festivals ni sa nyama no ekoso a yema omo ora kwesi nyame chena sanse me nyina Asantemantem so afu asisi a wo hwe ya Asantemantem wo baaye yebedi san komo Kofi aduma woni asisi ano bebi aye nua be ma dai ano ehye na nse ba beto dwase bunu hono mu sei na omu digime bi okobi so okwa akokova na wo mu tutuo ni asitue ekanani ma make say asema banani ni ho a yehie sika ne de akwa akoboa ti na wotwi womsi go find me yibima ye nyina yankeka ensase eno na bi bisase na so mo kai se ayi owura Ibrahim Mahama ma sika bi enti sika no wa enfa sika ne de so mo se anu akọ yo but almost sisi ano ade no anu asan ya hye enti ye hia sika mo ebi so mo nti ase still mo ka ena owura Ibrahim Mahama sika na ade tese ensam no bebre.
Peace FM.
I'm gonna find Kasampa. This one don't cut my heart now. Sa. Ya say one up. Tipintia obidi. Kwame Yuji. Kwame wabo menyom. Go out there, stream it for Kwame Eugene. Or that's Rockstar. FM. Rockstar, no. Okay. My end is uncommon way answer now. So now what she about to jambamjo. Now she about to just say. Ye nia Kofi Aduma wani Kofi TV osanso ni angel for ye dwuma na no ewo bunu ho no mo sei wo dwumedie bi owo modi na okwa cover na okokova ye dwumedie na se na wo mu a wo hu se ye amamre ni sa amane ne sa na wo mu tututu etuoi wo mu tutuoi bi na ni otutui Kofi Aduma eben no na etuo ko kan ni eno ho nkomo ababe nkomodie bebre ebi kura se boapayo tisisi ana kwakwa se eno nso ye nkomo bi eda ho no se so omo sheda na omo tutuo no bo no eno because if omo sheda there then that has a criminal this thing not just eno na say police for correct me hwem but eno ye me fan say amanfo nsem ni bi omo keka obetini ebi kura se o ena domahini eyinama eni ne ka ho nsem no chese bebre but ni aba be enkomodie pa ne ye na wotwi ne beto dwase go fund me bi koso ama Kofi Aduma woni e kan go fund me akoyese kitwe bi ensa yibima amanfo kika mo nsase na chese ya gigi sika ne de akwakoboa Kofi Aduma woni na woji ayarhwe esi Dubai honom say baby Councilor Lutro to hanum say so ben Kofi panti obetimi abo details ni bi na eno na amanfo bi san sembebre beto dwase ye kitwa bi ensa e de akwakoboa Kofi Adoma woni no because ekoba se etuo kan Kofi ani a so okono okogya yarehwe ye se de ne ko Dubai ena yenya ne ntie se owura Ibrahim Mahama amampanyi Mahama ninua ebi woni nsem enti eho ka no wo yeso obefa enti na wotwe beto dwase ye keto bi ensa ibi ma ebi se na owura Ibrahim Mahama sika no wenfa amanfo bisa enu achi na bi se na so ani angel fo na ye adwuma enti oni angel fo na ye adwuma dia na owura kwekwoten wonkonko tue sika no na enu na ebi nso ka se na ada na modi angel fo ewrem na dwumedie na Kofi Aduma womani kodi ye no woni angel FM na angel FM fo na suma na ana say esanso okohoti se Kofi TV na so okohoti se Kofi TV a denti na so owura kwekwoten ena okokotua sa aka no ba se no onwonko da na odaw ana meboa yendi san komo kakra ne meko asantimantem Councilor Mr. Sefiu so far there na wati Kofi nka san na nsam no tie pa
bra be da say medin komo no but enkomo na nyini nyina na metime di no abon ko it's a medical record issue so there'll be some of the things that will not you better share what will be relevant for the public
okay
but we medical issues there it will be ODB too actually so let me say ra Meko, why? Maybe I'm telling happy by when them. I like your eye contact, but it's affecting me honestly, medically. Where I'm sitting.
Mema on sisa you know, any My mom is saying now we are.
What's it?
Okay. Yeah. So we change position now. Make you submission. We are. So therefore, me ma cancel you to attention. Come on, I say, see baby or tell them one tea. Me son di brain kakra. Netina bi no. Me son honum say na. Yet me atwa. Ose.
What better so problem? Because job ni freelance na call ho. Omo be kun.
Donald Trump.
Father, so hard you. We are with it. Yeah.
I know the so wa bo biaba.
That is so easy why. Yango.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
Grandpacho M said he did kind. Nyina ebe ma yenyu ebe ba ne kafra. I think the incident that happened, there have been a lot of misreportage. ABC deliberate gunshot.
Yeah.
ABC, a lot of stories. But I think said the truest side of the videos in a buy, you know. And yet Bapayo. It was an error on the side of Akwana Obo Kabad, no. It's one thing. And now, what video, the main one, Ankasano. Abrante ni etia. Kofi was saying. And the time, all yet, na de na ye say, no. Kofi jane chine etwa. But short no Kofi e peno. This or bese. And your buyer na de ni a pretty good name. And the gunpowder no. E kafugbe sa kabada de no. And the good name enu twitwi. Once adegu na utwitwi, you create a lot of bruises on the eyes. Any year replace wo bebia. You need spare eye anywhere in the whole world. We are fortunate. Now injury near lesser. It means yeah, a lot of scar repairs. Now ya boa, now ya savvy and you know. Incident in happen wakra. It happen wechri Sunyani area ho. Now let it be on record, sir. Kofi was not at Domahine's program for Kofi TV. I repeat.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One Kofi TV.
It was a paid event.
Okay.
For Angel.
For Angel?
Yeah.
And then a big cancer no rock quoting for Hokan another Omudika.
Omudika. A real quoting alcohol.
There be almost say.
On Fakanina.
On Fakano. And say almost say and say ye be ma.
There be you remember here, bra. Ye na ye wo and for few and I will get cash. Bank for like there are people that who are rich, but majority of their money will not be in liquid cash. And a way an incident happen, you know, and yes, kaketwa. What must say? And Jeff say Bobia Pusa, and I'm kind of saying, and we need to support.
But me person see Sadia should be man because I'm here pa
a angel program.
O see a angel program.
Me see a angel program.
Okay.
Me see a angel program.
Because the reason why Mama we emphasize and we see should be on say. We say command now she scanner assemble to Jano. E mu chemie no.
Scan dey here.
E mu chemie no. E bi say e di omudi kan bi say Ura Abraham Muhammad sika no wen. E na ofan to sumie no mu bi say eye oye adwuma Angel FM.
Ma kire oni.
Enti Ura kwaku oten enkofa sa aka no. Omaka, that is why I'm me bisa wa me ma we see so e bisa ba sa to and especially about the Angel FM. And we say or to go and cover for Angel FM.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a program that we were invited as Angel FM and it was for the radio. So the woman is say a jumana Kofi koye ma Angel in the line of duty no assembly see no ni enim se bibi sa besi but I see
and you mean radio on radio no TV news about live.
Yes, live yes tio o hwa de ni ya radio tama program ne koso na radio epic and enye Kofi program no call. However, usually no say Kofi ko baby a once the team no ho no whatever he will pick up most of the scenes.
Okay.
But this is not Kofi personal program no kopra. If wherever if baby and communi fiba no
so Doma hini omutues kama Angel FM. Yes. Because you say paid.
Yes. And a free program.
Okay.
Good. Ebi wo ho ye beka, ebi wo yintimi nka because there are a lot of other issues. But I mean to ankomo we so. adeɛ ni see and sebio na nye say ne pese si no. It was a program I see until tie original video na. Tamo ohini na ose oba ne ba. Ye frɛ Kofi mumbra o say obetie nkomo na. Enti obi anim say bibi say na asi. But no kura wo mu ni. Ade ni ye Kofi a okoso okopen so ahuru na ani no. Nkrofo na wo nyina didn't see that the gravity of usually no.
Sa ade na ato no anu abi anu ahye.
Am hu say anu abi anu ahye. Until ka say chale many me hu. And yes, hey, is it that serious? Then no pair the conversation like also no. Oh, let's not this great event. Because he also didn't say he's got a serious thing. Et remember day I see what he enko say event na aba because he be an near sem kakra bi. That is why I go be here and say was it deliberate? Obi a press say I didn't say. So that particular angle to make the thing like and yet be serious. Until they went to the hospital, whatever happened, blah 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 1 2 3. I mean for Kofi to even come to Accra. I see a rush in the back no. Thanks to the flight, was a Sunyani flight now once they have to drop some stuff. Send a be between the naba gidi. Ama yet na hwe specialist na hwe no. Omo hwe no mo hwe send etie na yen tumi enye de ase ye no ha. So ase ye ne ko. Enti morphis for ene specialist for nyama we nyina. Oba yen ye ho nyina nyama ye use surgery ye nyina the highest people that come to us office. Enti se bibi ba ne refer afia ne de ko ho ho ne de ko mo enti omo ho ne ko ye first examination no sa eno so ba se ye fly sikasem say ye gas ye ko ye bibi ani aye eno so ye nyanyama bibire so those stories so we know some are lies. I don't want to go into those ones.
Mesa ba so bi o ma me kwa ma no so Mubarak Yakubu ye juma wo Angel TV sounds ye PA ma Kofi Adoma woni Mubarak what me kan me akwa baba entertainment review so
me yo zobra
bokode
na me adom
na Kofi ho te say
mint kase no ho as this time now no situation no as I no dia ne guso de ko nti we Bible na Francis kasem na meti ba kase no ne hia
na watchi mu ye hu ye bem se Magraheb and all this idea betu dwa se go fund me na enu ye brofo nti me potoka me fanse me de baye kase mu a yanke kan ensase na yenyi bi emfamwa Kofi Adoma woni dia na onim fasa dia no ne dikan
right go fund me no Kofi Adoma ye obi a se issue ni si angazana Magraheb say yes and got the out long ago in soliciting for fund near Kaka because we share sika a woman amode kwakoye surgery na or UK na no den asase na tamamba be ko Dubai akwakọ horo right eye no na eno so sika ne woman na no den pa no ne wife meet market be say the wife and Kofi Adoma wife na Dubai ne fa hu eka no and UK Jenny Burmu calculate sika almost $43,000 or so. And I will share hotels are any days on video or nature scano. I know AI and the wife nona or to Tony myself Sanya Maninano. Better to Saskania and a ban sana Magraheb yes obey but Kofi Adoma yes on Penadio Bemanayana they would try as much as possible so meet me I shall say on Bay Satamna Magraheb or Ghana. And see, or yes, Magraheb call back to Italy, no, but on Kofi Adoma any access to him beyond, and now on why I say, but yes, scan any scan mudruno or so and so, or yen you beat me, I say, I'll beat me a boa now, ya boa scan yet me a supporting Kofi Adoma, and Intimino can say Magraheb, and I guess you say, or ya a boa now, what me a supporting scano, isn't the scano, and what the bra.
And Sicaro Robert Sense, okay.
Sitamino kaza idea being about $50,000 and I sika Magraheb or Boabuano na amodia supporti Kofi Adoma because Sitamino kaza and grad me and I do 10 I mean my son and wife kasa almost a go back almost a go to a surgery necessity almost a go back no kasa die omo you come no kasa
enti enye Dubai no wo
David you Dubai any year time okakọ on the mram to no ball left eye no a bit pretty good right in so na o share gunpowder na say bi kan honam kra sa na shield no na apitagu right na nti right na ye ani a omkohoroye ewo Dubai first time or the two kan ko Dubai kwa kuhwe no and until right na mo hwe nti mo dua na mo sa hwe left na so man na man refer to Mofil UK no.
So now she say go find me beto J me sure say Martin komoni bi emu achemi no but mamin fani edikana e bi busa say Owura Ibrahim Hama ema sikebi na wo mu busa say scanner we mimusa sa Owura Ibrahim Hama sika asem na yede maamo ode maamo ho asem te say I no nti bi busa say na sika no we no
edikan mra yete Ibrahim Mama issue no Mr. Ibrahim issue nyakoba and say me hu flyer and me send him my wife now come for framing for confirmation ti me send him my wife e bisa ne say na e cover na no krebe no that's assassin no na o ka chere me say omunya ante ne kan bibisa nc no krede kan I don't know for now they say sikabi ababe pm wo free Mr. Ibrahim Mama aside nti me no ka say there say if you feel na bad ya na die me nya updated to it for now but assassin na flyers no cover viral say wa support e no be di bebre no eno ne die na o confirm me say bibita enya mambe to mu na we are just hoping say bibita beba
esan say yet say wa ma be say 120,000 say 100,000 yes we three SK na o kasa PA for Owura Kofi Adoma wan wani usansu ejuma wa Angel TV woni ne yiri dinkita woni ebusuan fanse dinkita won obi amo wa mane say Owura Ibrahim Hama sike bi 100,000 $120,000 ana unya information biasa ye ne o kasa sana pesa oche
and dra anajo any last time me the wife kasa onyam briefing me ewo eno hoye eno ntino make sure say meje no me update o eno ho side na me dia babat samedi kan kai no asase na idi kan buy Friday na fly and bar out and go for kasa wa donate sika to was wa fa ho kanyina na e buy ni so wa fa ho kanyina so be hwe say obe support me boys Kofi Adoma wani nani no sa fly and about na the wife edikan confirm me say no mo nyante ne kan bibisa nc but say ni mani ma ya na watimi a support dia no me confirm me no answer.
Now, of fact, toss me no san komo is go find me beto dwane ye. E bi se Owura Kwekwɔten oye adwuma Angel FM ti Angel FM openi a adwumadi ya ne kunu ya ne dia no won fa hoka obeti na bi se na se adwuma no okoye ma Kofi TV ewie na ye te se Councillor Lutrot kase okoye adwuma ma Angel Broadcasting for say na tie why ena suma no no krese yes paid adwuma doma hene anam fan say doma fo tua e de ma Angel for enti no akoye adwuma ama Angel ena asemi tu dwa ena ne bi kan say Owura Kwekwɔten fa ho kai there na obetumi aka fa yenti o Mubarak.
All right bra yet say first of all adwuma na akoye wo doma no enye paid for assignment no koye. Secondly, okoho in the name of Angel TV, Angel FM. Who say, Nekoba and say, na honestly speaking, na Jumano Crano, near extra corner. Pressure pan and nanum, Eddie man say, Ombrambe Cabamo, Monty, almost reference, a man pressure say, Ombrambe Cava event. No. So, na why election, we election coverage in the and the voice to quaint no Jumakra because. O share Angela as a election nation in Isunti, no Conny Bamuana Cassan in the voice better for the past, I think, the 5 days or so, no Quajma, Intina, Domana Cranico, and Dintinanum, Domahin, Hinanum, Nisma, Salmon and Casasa, Sabeya, Babacava, event, no. Inti, Onono Coho in the name of Angel Broadcasting Network, Echo Cavai. Inti, and I'll share as a Nipan laws into the Kofi TV workers square as a canon, Sabeya. My dear Nana Kofi TV gadgets class support here to broadcast our Angel TV and so Angel FM. In terms of my dear live on Angel TV and Angel FM or in the name of Angel Broadcasting Network and Kofi TV.
So on record, you know Dean Kume said officially, and you saying for a fact said Angel broadcasting for na suma Kofi Adoma woni so wonko domanko yes edwumedi no fama radio ni TV no.
Yes, for the broadcasting in there Angel Dimuna okoy.
And also senior council Lutrat kan say bia womu trace kama Angel for no senior sanity.
I don't know the management side, but I don't know. I can't really confirm that Doma for trace can be at the mind the somra me cover Jumadi Bisa. What I can confirm is since I didn't see a war to know I can't Kofi Adoma and yanti bibia ko bien free Doma say nanano mo frɛ mpo achia ahwesa no wote na ne die but sikabi so mo twa ne we ne die eno na be management side and I can't really confirm from that side ne metima confirm ne Kofi Adoma side no
maybe say about Doma die no but me nji kakra mfi ho no say because e bi de so bon so bo wura kwekwatin say okay well say nji for mo na masoma ne dia and say ye koye yibi ma bia because e bi wo ura kwekwatin and say I mean just imagine say bia despite media asema to ye dwuma fo bia sa na Ghana fo be kan say ne omode so boy say and ye mo bia yibi ma muma ye ura kwekwatin on fa ho ka ne ne ba ye sika afem unim ni emwa bi ono so di aboa na say ne te e bia ye nyinim a ya ye de so bo kra de bo no ye kan say de na betimi aka fa mo back.
So far, I didn't say no. I'm say, sika me ya we me Kofi or almost so chairman 10,000 Ghana cedis. And I think so. I think the be can who be I free Dr. Koguti was no. I decline by Dr. Koguti say as a backra meaning say or call me boss Kofi Adoma when you there. I don't know, and also many updated for now. But what I can really say is that say, Kobani say, Nkofo, Kase, Helmum, by the best Ramupa, go for me, no support because Kofi Adoma, papa, or just imagine say, Kofi Adoma, na society. You could see say, I didn't 80 minutes. You could now be soon, Kofi Adoma say, you cry, you be soon, and you know. The best say mom for money and concord to say Dr. Kwakute will be the won't support we patchy we beg them say Kombebwa the Kofi is really suffering or brepa
Bem said no me share no menya be 4,000 euros ni eche unim any updates so far hina ebia babetom
so say me no ka say die na be 5,099 Ghana euros
okay
and this guy that was this year but we are hoping that I will share video now. Start the mobile money so number account. For so it be contributed towards mobile money number. So be na go find me. How much I say? Yet your money ne be so the far go find me. Numti. We share my video now. The mobile money number so I can want. More support and be a default.
Only mobile number now bet me dia to jo.
For now, meet me and confirm number. No, I just said me share now. Me send them Salana Salademana.
Okay. Ni adi twa to me ja Mubarak ade no so akwa SCC ade minim se domafo ene bi asantifo bi ne bi kura so kan se se asanti pa na ade to ya enka womo bana anka bebi om de kwagu Kofi afa no na ai se domahene atu Kofi Adoma ejeje mu ene obre womo so mu program na oba ase ade ekosi ye de na betimi aka afa no ho
Domani asante de de I don't know ya be jam penifo na no ma de no but Kofi de ne bomba e some support but Domani asante asem ne de I don't know ya be jam na nanom na o ma hwe ho sai so adaroba
Domahene aboa e fa ni sika afa mu yibi e de aboa na
ene na medical kai say ye nanti Domankan ye nanti omonkan we are hoping say be ti omonkan but so far Kobian free Doma and by say almost even check up say Kofi and who at the same on the Yananti will be uncasting say I see and na assassin crown at the end 2 year crown they were even accent say go for videos are they were accent and now almost catch Kofi say Kofi mom delete visuals so I don't mean Omunaswana they were requesting them for and delete videos in free Tama Kofi that hospital before and Nana cancel it before more than I'm flying it over. Accra time order hono this where the questions are now nana no bia na mo ho no e bisa se omo twa videos ana they should delete omo patch omo video number out the minimum reason tiana omo bisa out those questions
e bisa ade we boapayo omo share na tutu the ball no
make me baby me tuna idea I can confirm say boapayo I can really confirm say boapayo because o share a brand here no obi na be free Kofi Adoma say omra nti nipa no your cameras reporters baby na omujina but obe free Kofi Adoma nko a say Kofi mra na na mo ba obejina hope abrante ni di kan ba na chi no okrat you no o di kan ba na chi no sa call back no sa back to baby Kofi Adoma onya jina epe na auditu no eto ne shoulder sa osutu ebo Kofi Adoma ni mo no nti eno ne de atutu abudu kra na zanka bra nka obejina o crash nipa kuno mra utiem Jesus no horses did no or two born but no another day no until you go hear Kofi's voice Jesus nti or 2 years when you nan hwe say kwatu tu abonipa or 2 years no say see one or koi when na chimbo nti BBC no boapayo oh
dia na Kofi aye woni no dia pa no aya wo mo boapayo tutu dia boni ni ase ni sa no
omo matutu ne betima minim se omo mini ne de Davida na omo ye ne sana azempo ma hye se omo bezon komudi na wu de dadia minim ende minim kra
Kofi ni obi wo problem bi wo eye doma ho ana de na munim
ba se wu nim se Kofi ofi oye doma ni o ofi breku enti ono no nka omo de hye kra afra gope no omo de hye ne Kofi Adoma enti ebe omo na se medical catcher say the boys ni ntigwa no na on person be ko but who say odika ko cover Asante program bi Asante program bi man ko cover very big program man cover nti we no kwa na oyare no na mo man pressure na sanka wan ko mbeka say ayi Asante de wa ko cover ayi akọ ebunu mu afu di mu de na conversations no sana na ekọ no so ne wife kra na abeye yi kra kakra ma ne wife so nti ena man ko ba ma oko kaba sa do ma de na ko ba ni se
that's bibi wa be pese e bia do be twato e bia ye musa manti Mubarak ne fan community
bra ne me kan se ye besre se go fan mi na o ma seti apono bebre na adwi se enya no kre ye besre pa se nkrofo be support na Kofi brepa se Kofi Adoma sa na swatia and a pinch a okum. Just imagine that when you are na afi all of a sudden we don't should be got to a point now I need to nina echo. She best say go fund me no support it procedure no crana ebi ofra the direct na the ways for it now why your strippers and go for support na omuntimi enready say sikawe onu de no as I say no nim ba nyamiadom and my friend me prompt you more later go sunti your best striper
Mubarak Edasi divisia
that's bra
Mubarak Yakubu Kofi Adoma woni ni P worker with Oni Angel Broadcasting Juma Councillor say meet me akọ rank aka na be wi asem no we
yes one can say ya na ya you are no akusi bone ndi da Mubarak ase so dia make no ene be Mubarak be mu no bra Kofi Adoma situation wo mu no ene adwuma dodo a Kofi aya miminim no go find me po
you go find me
so go find me and you go fund
and you find
say go fund say fund mo jiska fund say go find me
there be near find
some say go fund and am boy me say go fund and am say go find me everybody should go and find this fund so that it will help Kofi Adoma if truly ye kasapa wa hu enkrofo dodo a Kofi Adoma odi ne ho asiu ya boa me make ho bi hospital kwan so no enye easy bra sika ekọ ena nkrofo asi e da wase emrene nso ye be da wanse the second stage of the referral na ekoye no nyame ne e born empire say ye kwakoye this dealing with the scars yi nyame mboa ye na Kofi enya back ni site the pain of an eye minimum obi a yesi esen ya benwanu ni adofo any yaw no ya sense o. And any yaw no is connected to your brain. Hwe eyemuka eka ena kaka saa miensa kaka kai. Omuntu inform hu to ani hu. De bra Kofi Adoma FM sisi ano. Memi emfa sika no ensi anim. Yes, yera ma Ibrahim ama nkomo ye baye. Na ya brefo na ehya ase. Ye kan ya no si we de bra wa bo ankrofo unya Kofi na aka adu ni suyo. So whatever he came, he promised he was going to pay. Truly speaking, meaning so we di nkomo na anga me final report ebe kan.
Okay.
Yes, he came into the system. And then there was a conversation that whatever is left, that was the one thing because nobody, not in-laws ni the wife, God bless the wife. Why yeah, there's some here. But the next one, you home say I need a fresh.
Okay.
Going to the UK office to go and do the scars. And he say I'm first Canada echo 400 no ko. We a fresher yeah.
Okay.
And he sremu. Obia wo bibia boa. Enya ho kwa na lebe fa. Enya sika ketwa. Enti de fabra.
All right.
Ni Kofi Adoma story ni boapaya no hono na yepese ye nyina ye hwese no correct. Let's correct that side to say o boapaya no ye careful with that conversation.
Okay.
It was ye hu ni say you a mistake per where you are looking at the thing from. Doma hini abesi na ye still he's not made an official visit to Kofi Adoma. It is still on record that it's a yes. Ebi ohini no nunkure ntumi mbampoa nukure ne say ebi a delegation should go and see the young man. Whatever is happening,
medase
yenhwe ne nya de bitima ye amana ye fe.
Christianes into
yeah kwasi debia ye ka radio so say wonyanko da na oda enti se yetese ye nia Kofi Adoma for enema waye wo Ghana one ne Kofi TV na sabre a oda edwamu saa no na ohia moa na sese eboa kwase so yensan kansu nsansu dua biom se ahemfo yenuanom ahemfo a ewo Ghana se chieftaincy affairs omutie me voice wo sabre ya ahemfo nkitwa no mpanimpanimfo na sese akoba te se omukọ ayiase ane etoto etuo pole ni gunpowder ne saa na monama no. I think sir it is high time we look at it because ebi na ne ye de abeto o say ye boapayo say nya boapayo kwasi me hunu say counselor he is trying to be charitable with some of the things but no credit e ba kope obi a wodi wani be hwe video ni bia ekoso bia no yes a proper a pure indication say the guy really meant it so obeshutu. And counselor, that is what you want. It is your word. Let me also speak. It's your word. They are all no. But I can also tell you, Obi a watch this video no, and you can wire forensic audit to Okolebu. Ye na see some menyan Okolebu. I have done it in my house. The thing is, kwasi, so what do you share video ni ye pa everybody Obi a video no. You could see say there is a calculated intention. The whole thing is calculated. But more try say cover then say enye buapayona enye intentional. Intentional. Somebody is behind the whole thing. What there will be a watch video be ye come say it's intentional. The person actually tried say or pursue or fire. We all watched the video before. You have video you have over and over. You have over and over. What I say? So it's just very much unfortunate.
But also twa adwin say.
Kwasi not dream all chino. Or dream on the premise.
Yeah, but Treba won't say radio soon common eye. So if
kwasi I'm not inciting any violence. Violence ben me so bi couple as I make a makacho bi so bi fa ba ko bo.
Nyabotre. Now we bana ya host you chime call baby out.
Kwasi mekwa kojawo.
Enyo ba kojam bia.
Mekwa kojawo.
Me say nyabotre the you are we see kan kokoduro musu no. Unimu hwehwemu bia akoso. You understand? O dey meti wase but ahoden am say member from kaka.
My hoden member from. And metu me bo ase aka. Kwesi say metu me bo ase aka my hoden e ba from a. Dey me person me kan say. Me kwesi na say. Menya police ni na menya soja ni. And I'm not saying say sebi but master me kan say me kwesi me say would wani hwe video no a yehu ye no. Would wani ekosua ehwe video no said me am so me TV a me hwe video na me hwe video na me madwene mu no me hu ne say
okay
calculated attempt
okay
sana serious sana say me kan ma me kam asem me de mani hwe video na me hu ne say calculated attempt
okay yenesi
good
because ebreno na
secondly no
Debbie fesi
me ka say go find me no more bibia every obian support. We need the whole world to show Kofi Aduma love. Kofi Aduma abrochifo mo London everywhere. Obi bia nko go find the means to see
okay.
Go and make donation.
Okay.
Baby bia Kofi Aduma operation you get him recovered. Ye bebo modem ma ye nia Kofi ne ho beto no. Na ne ho so beto no. Baby asika wo bia no ye beka ko hwe dia ba.
Me da see. Safo fair na wa uchi microphone.
Kwesi ewiase wo hu ye wo nipekuo bi a bibi asi a yesua de free mu seat belt wo ho yi bibi ne ma ye develop seat belt ya anwen se obi na hye da se okwakoye bibi okwakoye ka se ne nipa beto free mu ato form ne niema incident bi si a wo se ho no na wo se yetimi dwen ne yehwe ade ne yie ne ehu se oh ade esi ye we na de baya na we na de baya you are telling me say video na ye nyina ehwe ye no nia obotuo no onu na ohyeda ebogu Kofi Aduma nwanwanim anase obi ni kukuru no ekogina etuo nanim say obi bebotuo nti no begina hanse na mongu anim enti eye boapayo ni free hwan and ubetena radio so kan we egu public asemasi accident
o say oso the wa so nya betre oso the wa so kan asem no o see onu di onu video no hwe ye no
Kofi
tie onu ye na analysis no say per video no ahwe no fi say
video no a me hwe ye ne die video no a me hwe ye ne die there is no way obi betimi aka say we ya boapayo
and now you are talking.
There is no way.
Now you are talking.
I don't understand why obi betimi ahwe video no amana dwen aye ne say eye boapayo because ni obotuo no krab o hwe na wen twane ni anhwe na chim krab say obi gina ho na obi nyina ho wen twane ni enti at what point and who say or share that botuo na gu obi anim hwe video ni here the video is public hwe video is public wan twane ni anhwe say obi gina ho na obi anyina ho and those people when they find out of excitement and then boom na akogu obi ani a yesi is this the first time when your first time ya boss etu ebi ebi krampo timi boku nipa ni ebegina be ka say bo apayo me enje sa
me da say secret zaza ma bedu o pia microphone na ma de fa
in fact Mubarak only needing common or deliver exceptional PR skills until Wapayo side the beam. I believe say every question beside ni be an exhibition of sir proper PR skill. No, I was here admiring the way I now answer questions. No, or answer with clarity. A lot of explanations. When living in the room for doubt. Into Mubarak we will be as a PR person. No, me bo abaso. But for the Wapayo bits now, there are things off kakra. Because I've had the opportunity to watch the video and I've given commentary about the video. Anybody can argue about negligence, but part to say it was intentional and it and you're not correct. Yes, the gentleman could have been negligent. The way you could no angle or the core and all that stuff. Yes, you can argue that point. But to say
what do you think? Arnold?
Yes, sir.
Wabona baso wa ya de.
Yeah.
Officer de yaw being sentimental. Okay.
Yeah. That last bit in there, I think that he was being sentimental.
Okay, so the other side.
Which other side?
Or see baby Ojina. Should we also take it say, well, maybe a pair or no information so
no. Okay, so based or see baby Ojina one presenting any evidence to prove to the point say in fact it was intentional. Based on no so share any angle no Ojina. Yes, so we've had the opportunity of watching the video. several times. Not like I can once spend a year conclude. So you be present irrefutable evidence to show so ABCDB a plan based on bed attack. I mean, come on. I mean, it was purely not intentional. It was. You could argue in America, you could argue or debate there was a recklessness or there was negligence because of how other gentlemen are positioned to know. But to say it was intentional, but but I'm one about all the same because I thought he really delivered brilliant submissions. No, yeah, no,
100%. I agree with you.
Yes, he did very well. So super impressed. Now, yeah, Rebecca, sorry, what can it be? To Kofi Adoma Uncle say because I similar to you see I know and Lutrote Kanina I know you're very critical. It's like the soul, you can't say the soul to your whole existence. Into say Lusua and I say touch ma who bet you pie into I can imagine what he's going through with that defect, and Kofi Aboijuma over the years now, especially for Yenya you took one you say rely on content. Ghana Kofi is one of the go-to platforms. Into usha about one feeling of Ghana for no more approach no more feel Kofi pie and into as I go find me no ukomu pana omo contributed thus far no e more approach Ghana for more approach
Membusa Bibi.
Yes sir.
And sorry say union mama be sinko membusa ba I want to no ask problem. You because ujina on him say Bama Dreams is here because yatna. And no wonder the longest panel member yes, has here,
yes, sir.
So you didn't come over about people in the creative industry. You be man sadia cassetia.
Yeah.
We've spoken that is this our life? Saying in fact, just about last week.
Yeah.
Now we're encouraging your listeners. Mauli Semevo. Unfortunately, we free muna say omunyi bin fanboy because there was also this appeal for fans say Senator with Kofi.
So that was going to be my point, before I conclude the submission. And yeah, okay, mommy. I mean, truthfully speaking, and yeah, okay, mommy, because I was thinking, Sanke, you do a certain point be say you will be a touch or twa yen solicit for funds. And I was thinking say Kofi do that pedestal na say was our positioning na sankonupon to me people within the industry or friends of it won't come out public say yeah to my general populace no and say me there. And I can understand more frowning on it because they see Kofi as will be over the years now about home to that point where say onukanu na home din to me there should be friends and family be on burner and do baby in 2021 Tama Bevila Faglo Nifie Shea or yeah good family no within weeks and months no some patch
aborted going farm.
Yes, you enjoy because of the perception of Ghana for my industry and I'll be able to go out here. It's on about here because that close not also. Moisha Budon, we are all privy to the CEO in Moisha Nidian.
Yeah.
Because of a certain perception here, Ghana for team say, now there's a obedient to me, and even Beverly Moisha there. Same sentiment. So what I want to me now friends, no well to do friends, no more industry, then they should come together and do it for you.
What the other side, I don't know. And Ananiama and Komono so be so kase baby o ye juma. And especially say be ya sansuma o kra se kona ko di juma.
Yes.
E bi se enunsu entwe. So then I mean as CEOs of juma foi to say na ya family am ye juma. Na asuma nya se mi ana me kwa ko ye mi ma die bi na.
Yeah, enunsu ntwe boss because
I don't know whether to say missing a film kakra. The guy mentioned Mubarak mentioned amount to be, and honestly speaking, I'm not impressed. The 10,000 Ghana cedis so far, I'm not.
Maybe there's more to it, but if you're the Mubarak, the Beya Sempadia, it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate because. The contention was occur for no personal gain and that's occur in the name of the company.
Initially, it was
but if he was commissioned to go in the name of the company, then it means in a line of duty. And usually, never be say, corporate entity they take charge of your bills and then until we do a certain point. If the Mubarak can't pass 10,000 Ghana cedis and they see you and then it's quite tough. Maybe there's more. But if on record the Mubarak can't pass that and then if he Juma unansema about that's far they are, then it's quite unfortunate. Ebu ye nyina abem because it means say see am TV be to me and as we so angel and a pure FM be to no because it is Kofi Adoma. It's not like we are talking about a news reporter be on nam baby keke and I say a teacher point presenter be this guy is Kofi Adoma. Huge. That's a huge name. So it's quite unfortunate, but we're umpire man. And kudos to Omo coming together to do the GoFundMe. Wow, Pachoyi, because Charlie, maybe you do not dear a hard drink.
Rabba John Packet to account at a 70. Sana, ya can say Kofi Adoma dear Nanka. And Pimpi, no idea, Cassia to say first one, and Yiska Kitwa. And I'm saying, many a simono. A more yi ma ye a chere or dopa because 400,000 and above in Yiska dollars. Hona who say, Namakacha no say, Yenina ye yankrofobisa. Yenina ye yankrofobisa. Enti nkrofo aboade na we no kure say magra sane fe guy no
yeah
ono di ni pem
I think it's Francis
yeah. Because ye shase no na sa nkrofo kan but no so mo mpe bibisa o da se no so mo mpe bibisa
yeah
but at least ye nyina ye nkyere do enti mo bi mfa we hu sabio enka sente Kofi Adoma
yeah
wa hu bena sie ne die mu de nyambe ye na wa ye no but we ye bibi e to ye
yes me no yadwin that's it. Ya onitili mumye mami make a chief for
a very unfortunate situation but my bumpire say the way by and faton in terms of even in the media space. I believe say usually New Age more media is now called external coverage in poor. Sometimes heading because there's no insurance and I who situations and for it to kind of many accident and journalists cry about but there's no insurance cover. Until I believe say going forward no and keep me institute be sana unfortunate situations to say here a bit me cover workers. Also very unfortunate to say Doma Henoso Mbeka. In fact, on Sunday representative in Pombe check boss and ye be beyond Ponia. Say must hono free.
Yeah.
Into Nedishe. So in think in Kenya be beyond Ponianka. It is just right, say Obebusas I was saying say by force maybe this cabbage, but at least showing care it shows dream ni pakro no but at this stage no since on out no ye obi antimi determine so dream no ho no dream no into assumption ne be say he doesn't care which is where very bad but I'm hoping say Ghana for ebe contribute
okay
hopefully GJ and other institutions even multimedia no use more multimedia any other place because that's media so almost bit me kakra ba
if you know onye that's why
onye how bad oye nyina ya down
referring solidarity
sa no kan because say baby
no working no me can solidarity I mean
industry solidarity.
Thank you for that more area also
na you found support
but baby o no krom solidarity as
so when nyan say bra
no me see baby o no solidarity
yan chiro mo say it's show you for nkranfo baby o mubu me what that
Tilly kakakra na yenko why yempon
me pacho so me hu ya me hu say a pure accident per the video na me bisa say if a pure accident just like driving as a ubo you have to report it to the police. Has there been a conversation like that, police reports? Because baby a teen senya kwesi NSA kan ohun ni say e boapayo obi say me hu ni say e boapayo but what's some accident sir at the event ni we no has there been a report at the police station done on that behalf? Also na person me kan insurance but ya aka ho asem eti finally no obetimi aboa boy because one of us. I mean, I'm a deaf I would have hoped I'll get help. So if you can help, if you can to me, Pacho, from Pibo Tainechi.
Well, so Breno, I should crap a home, Yentimi Nibin Cajon. Nanka, you are Santiman Temon Comabedi. Now, there was this issue about, say, a man for people so much, and we had the good stone boy got him. A son says, Stone Boy so back or yet, you may be your album tour, and to an we air tour, air call. And sra edenennyom ni abon ni ne ka ho na oba ko pie nka e wo UK say bosome match ni de to so nwotwe no aba be deja san komo ne yesi be di and a lot more of the conversations are yentimi endi enti ebrana so ma me na me penyi for ya say Christianes so Christopher another oh, today?
Mr. Question that senior ready to my men come original home.
No, Mama Paul. Over kind of you.
Pacho.
We do meeting.
Then I become you.
Oh, yeah, and I make an Pacho. Ya drop a project. The Japan music. Pacho, Monko streaming. YouTube. Fire and see a cover. Very beautiful one. Pacho, go and stream it. And
Bra enti yeda nyina se ye ko nyina so ye nkoso ne mfa mpa bokase entire Kofi Adumachi because emotionally this is not him. Enti ye mfa mpa bon tanechi me mfa aseda kase mu oduma bra kosi abwaje se ori ginger makpe chips eno anu awi amen why fine say aka no do berry ba mesra bomodin na order de over front desk Peace FM makpe ginger 0277
okay dia we fan tum so about last this I no pay me call me doctor Hansan na me ba Saturday we yedi hun komo pa so I make sure every year be at least me 2 general checkups. I met one of our brothers. So shout out to you, Joe.
Wow.
Me be room no. So no. So me say na you the same doctor. Me be room no. So
the incheck. Oh my idea.
APA na me say, hey, minia na. I say okwa ko doctor ta na me say yes.
Oh wow.
I say and to me say munyina mon crying. You should do that.
Macau incheck na me can
because I need munyina mo han say.
Because incheck ni unya.
Yes, boss. You have to do it.
Yes, sir.
Incheck.
It's very important.
So what so a counselor Luchot. Obo me pa, me tell me haro de me to consultation table bi so we check me.
There be corner koye lab test and kasa proper Socrates.
Why Socrates? Oh go. Only bia be no be so be ko.
For the records, I go to Sunshine.
Oh boy.
Sunshine here then.
Oh lab.
Ah okay.
Go lab.
That's
the incheck is important.
Okay.
The incheck is important.
Yes sir.
Yeah.
Any wadaroma oda kwame asamabe de ye no from the 7th to the 9th of March about kwaye manso amenfi.
Okay.
Now on the 15th ya wo nungwa Nat hostel. Into no all are cordially invited. All sympathizers are invited.
Why asem ne kan?
Kwesi Okan hospital no we dey ade bi ade asie obi frɛ e ka se me na wase ma no. O se utua ne dialysis. Emano. Ti no say me now say.
That's what.
Yeah.
Na say Socrates last week here be point GBC for say be say me frɛ
we frɛ.
Yes.
Oh.
Me frɛ. Ya wa dan dey this come on now no do hanum say. Okay, me frɛ na be imagine information.
Because ne msema obe ka kire me ka kire say mpa ne cho. Who know your host.
Okay.
Inti mpa cho ya no afrɛ.
Okay.
Inti yese
asem na
kan asama be
me
papa.
Say o kan o papa. Say o papa da form.
Me papa.
O papa da form.
I don't say kokusi ya discuss that kwame asama.
No.
Be na say bi enemy me e bi obinti. O papa da form ade ato we ni.
Me papa da form.
Yes.
Ade ato me ni.
Ensan bo na ehunya.
Ensan wo no.
Ye nya say esra de ba ensan bo de ade to
very necessary.
Ehia afuna wa.
Cause ye mienu o man so ne.
Yeah.
Accra.
Yeah.
Me papa e oda kwame asama be do.
Yeah.
Enti yesi ade to le na enyo no anu yi enti asama be do. First time papa wuni ye mbo ano no nsie no 0277 609 604 Macpe ginger chips.
Yeah, Councillor.
Dan Hamilton last week Saturday, it was a good powerful experience. Maybe this uncle, maybe I say bra Fondex Peace FM Kope ginger ni binari why.
Ni penny brother. For King David Obabe Twaso Edia Maya Peace 1043 FM. So Chrissy Abuaji, Minie, Bidamasi. Want to mean Kebioma. Just take it out there. And next Saturday, me call.
That baby goodbye.